All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, seem basic. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. I need a big house with like 3 basements. Drop an M on the whip, think I'm speed racing. Don't know if it's the Transformer or the Green Ranger. My nigga Mac got the beat banging. Young nigga selling crack as a teenager. Had fiends playing baseball out here free basing. Had me showing off the rings like a Freemason. My mama gone, but I keep pacing. Trying to keep it all together like I need braces. Family calling when they need favors. When I was broke, they was acting like complete strangers. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the D sacred. You bust in, you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? CamJNetwork, man. Back with another motherfucking banger show, man, for y'all, man. Sorry, but not sorry, boxing talk, man. We back in the building. Sorry, I'm late today, y'all. 2 hours late. I had some shit to do. They had to take care of some business. But we here in full effect. We live and direct, and we gonna cook up tonight for sure, man. I'm definitely excited about tonight, man. I had to make sure I take my time and get this show prepared too at the same time. I like to try to be 100 and be good, you know what I'm saying, and solid, man, coming into these shows, man. So I always try to make sure I put on, a great show as possible for y'all, man, and, update y'all on everything going on much as possible for sure. So just know your boy is working, man. We working. We've been dropping videos this week, you know what I'm saying? Grinding, man. We grinding, man. Along with the 9 to 5 and taking care of the family, wife, etc. So you already know the vibes. Let's check who in the building. You feel me? Salute to my brother, All Things, man. One of the YouTube goats out here, man. My brother, All Things, man. Shout out to my dog right there. You feel me? Lee Jackson, my dog, man. Salute to Lee Jack, man. That's my dog, man. Always supporting, always appreciate my dog for sure, man. And my motherfucking sister, Jag Queen Boxing, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. Subscribe to my sister, man. She monetized up over there. When she live tomorrow night at 5:30, make sure y'all send some super chats and show some love, man. Sis working, man. Definitely one of the best doing this shit. You know what I mean? For sure. Absolutely. And you already know my brother Randall. Randall, I see you in the building. Salute to my brother Randall, man. Always supporting, man. Salute, man. Support. Always supporting, man. I always gotta show love and the same with love back to my brother Randall right here for sure, man. Crush the legend, man. One of the goats, man. Crush the legend. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Crush the Legend, man. Coffee and donuts every morning, 9 in the morning, man, on this channel, man. Make sure y'all tap in with my dog from Philly, man, the OG, for sure. Cash Crypto, my motherfucking brother. Cash Crypto, man. Salute to my dog, man. Shine on boxing. Okay. What's good with you, brother? I'm saying, glad you in the building, man. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. We definitely working, man. This gonna be a good ass show, believe me. And we got some shit for sure. So yeah, and if you ain't hit the like button, hit the like button. Please hit the like button, man, for sure. It helps us in the algorithm. It's free and don't cost you a thing. So salute to Shine on Boxing, man. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed, brother. For sure. Okay, okay. So that's what we got in the building right now. So it's all good. You heard my sister right there. Hit that like button, man. You heard sis. You heard sis. You already know the vibe. So we ain't gonna even hold it up. Let's go ahead and let's get into some fuckery out the gate. All right, man. Let's do it.
That's why brand risk is why it's called that way.
The clues in the name, indeed.
Yes.
Opponents-wise, you name me 3 opponents that are on your radar, that are on your hit list.
Now, professionally, on that regard, we got Shakur Stevenson that I would love to face. Matias, that's another one we would love to face. And Ryan Garcia is a great one. And who else can we talk about?
Devin Haney.
Devin Haney's locked in until November. After November, we could talk about that. Yeah, but good names, good names to play around with.
Not Javonda Davis. He seems like he's tied up with Jake Paul now. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Hey, congratulations to both guys. Congratulations for everyone that partook in that. They pretty much really invested on it, and I'm actually very happy for Javonte and Jake. I really am, man. It's good for the sport in some way,
So a heavyweight.
All right, man. So there go the boy, Teofimo Lopez, man. Right. Hold on, let me play this back one more time, man. One more
That's why brand
time.
risk is why it's called that way.
The clues in the name, indeed.
Yes.
Opponents-wise, you name me 3 opponents that are on your radar, that are on your hit list.
Now, professionally, on that regard, we got Shakur Stevenson that I would love to face. Matias, that's another one we would love to face. And Ryan Garcia is a great one. And who else can we talk about?
Devin Haney.
Devin Haney's locked in until November. After November, we could talk about that. Yeah, but good names to play around with.
Not Javonda Davis. He seems like he's tied up with Jake Paul now. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Hey, congratulations to both guys. Congratulations for everyone that partook in that. They pretty much really invested on it, and I'm actually very happy for Javonte and Jake. I really am, man. It's good for the sport in some way,
So a heavyweight.
All right, man. So there go Teofimo Lopez, man, out there giving out the names that he want to fight, man. All right, he's giving out names, but are he gonna fight them? Fuck no. Fuck no. All right, Teofimo Lopez, bro. It'd be a waste to talk about him half of the time, bro, because I don't trust what he got going on ever for real. He turning down fight after fight after fight, bro. And it makes no logical sense to be sitting here and be like, oh, T.O., we gonna trust T.O. to fight such and such, or we gonna trust him to fight such and such. Like this, for instance. I got something for you. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Cause this whole Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson shit is cat cat app. I spoke about it the other day on the roundup video I dropped Monday, and we're gonna show you the cap. So look at this man right here, bro. This is today. So motherfuckers wondering about Shakur and T.O. What's up with the negotiations with them two? This man says, in the meantime, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's play 101. And he tags Shakur name. Go live with either Twitch or Kick. And here goes Shakur reply right here. That man Shakur said, you want to take two L's in front of your fans? If I want to call them people and get the fight done live on Twitch, deal. And T.O. goes ghost after that. This man goes ghost, man. That man T.O. Bro, that man T.O. ain't about to fight no Shakur, man. He ain't about to fight no Shakur. Salute to Miss Joette. Salute to you, sister. Salute. Salute. Yeah, Tio's not about to fight no Shakur Stevenson, man. This shit is dead, man. And I said this other day, he's not about to fight nobody, bro. And let's read more context into Teofimo's situation. What Top Rank is trying to do with Teofimo Lopez right here. So, this shit gets funny. So Keyshawn Davis the other day files a petition to become the WBO's new 140-pound number one contender to Teofimo Lopez right here. So you got Shakur, he trying to fight Teofimo Lopez, and then you got Keyshawn Davis right here. He won't smoke with Teofimo so bad to where he's trying to use his champion status from 135 with the WBO and found a petition so he can become the number one contender at 140 for the WBO. So he could be Teofimo's mandatory. Mmm. Very interesting. You know, Teofimo is not on Top Rank's best graces right now. You know what I'm saying? He's still signed to Top Rank, even though Keith Connolly is his manager and they giving him free will to go arrange fights on his own behalf right now. And Top Rank get their promotional fee off of Teofimo Lopez. But they, like I said before, they don't give a damn about Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, the same guy that said he on record saying that he ain't never got over $1 million in a fight. Doran Kent was salute to my dog, Doran Kent, man. What's good, bro? Yeah, Teofimo said he ain't never made over $1 million over in a fight. And Top Rank, they have very, of course, you know, they control the WBO in some of them lower weight classes. So you know they the ones that's pushing this shit behind the scenes for Keyshawn, filing the petition so he can be Tio's number one contender. And what that look like to you? Just use your logical thinking right there. What does that look like to you? If Top Rank and Keyshawn is filing a petition to become Teofimo Lopez number one contender, that shit right there look like Top Rank trying to knock T.O. ass off. That's what they want. They want to knock T.O. off. They want to knock him off. And like I said, they don't give a fuck about T.O. So yeah, they'll let Keyshawn go up there and try to be his man though and get a title shot right there. And fund that damn fight because they believe Keyshawn could beat Teofimo Lopez. You know Tom Ray got the best matchmaking in the game. They know fights like a motherfucker. So you know they believe Keyshawn can beat Teofimo Lopez, especially with this move right here. This right here would back him in the corner. This shit happened for a little bit. Even though Teofimo Lopez he literally just fought his mandatory Arnold Barbosa. We know Tio's not about to fight Africa. We know he ain't fighting Shakur. He ain't fighting Gary Anton Russell. He ain't fighting Matias because Matias is busy right now. So who the hell is Teofimo Lopez going to fight? That's what I'm questioning now. Who is Teofimo Lopez going to fight if all of the if he's not going to fight the other three champions? Let alone he got the whole situation with Shakur. He not about to. Pancho Villa, man, what's good with you, bro? Salute, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. If you ain't subscribed, man, for sure, man. Appreciate you in the building, man, for sure. Yeah, man. Keyshawn, we gonna see what happens in this situation with how this shit goes with Keyshawn, as far as this petition to become his number one contender. And this is another question. This man Keyshawn lost his belt on the scale, right? Keyshawn loses his belt on the scale, right? And now he's filing a petition to be the number one contender. And watch, he's going to end up being the number one contender, bro. Y'all know how this fucking game goes, bro. The politics plays in full effect, bro. Full effect. Rick Till, salute my dog. Salute my brother. You already know the politics is in full effect. That man definitely. D1, salute. Hey, everybody, make sure y'all subscribe to my brother D1 and William Old School, Angry White Man Boxing Podcast, man. My guys putting in heavy work over there on the boxing, man. That's my brothers. They family. Subscribe to them, support them for sure. My brother said he gonna fight Keyshawn, bro. I don't know, man. My boy Randall said Keyshawn versus T.O. is a dog fight to the end. Hell yeah. I think that's a 50-50 fight for real. I love to see it. I love to see this fight. Keyshawn to make T.O. fight. And T.O.'s willing to fucking fight. T.O. ain't no scary ass fighter like some of these other guys, but we ain't gonna name them today. Not right now. Not right now, at least. Thanks, man. Yeah, man. Okay. Rick Taylor said, I got Key over T.O. Key has been ascended. Yeah. Yeah. I would edge Key in the fight too. I edge Key in the fight. This fight will be a dope ass fight for real. I'd rather see this fight way more better than seeing Tiafimo fight Shakur. That's just me personally. I know everybody looking at the names like Shakur, Tiafimo. They like, oh yeah, we'd love to see them get it in the ring. Like, nah, I wouldn't want to see that fight honestly. Style wise, I say I'd rather see style wise Keyshawn and Tio fight than Tio and Shakur. That's just me personally, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's get to some more topics, as shall we? So, I want to bring this to the attention right here. So, small topic right here. So, Santa Likowitz has won the IBF heavyweight final elimination purse bid for the bout between Frank Sanchez and F.A. Ajagba. Sampson bid it $302,000 and Top Rank bid it $210,000. The purse bid will be split 60-40 in favor of a Jogba. So, of course, Frank Sanchez, he's the guy that, he's under, Top Rank, I believe. And F.A. Jogba, you know, they got this fight lined up right here. This is the fight that they've been having this fight lined up. It just eventually now went to a purse bid, and Samson won the purse bid. So I'm wondering which card Samson is going to put this fight on. That's what I'm real curious about. And I know PBC, they got them a couple of events coming up in the fourth quarter, where I'm hearing about 3 events in the fourth quarter for PBC personally. So I wonder if which event is this fight going to land. I don't believe this fight is going to be on Fundora or Thurman. I can see maybe one of the fight cards that they have in November or December possibly. That'd be something where they have probably placed Frank Sanchez and F.A. Jogba right here. So interesting fight right there in the heavyweight division. And we'll keep y'all posted on more information on it for sure. And let's go ahead and let's do this one. All right. So, all right. Salute to my brother L Dub, man. Boxing, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother L Dub Boxing. and go to his website, ldboxing.com, man. My brother cooking up always, man, for sure. So remember, my brother, he made this tweet out, man. This was June 28th when he made this tweet. So he said, I'm gonna go against the grain. I like Muratalla versus Schofield next. Muratalla should have a voluntary next before the mandatory Andy Cruz. Schofield is number 8 with the IBF. Will be a good fight for Ontario, California Toyota Center. So this is what my brother Elder said June 28th of this year right here. All right, let's move full circle. So what's today? Today is August 27th, right? Almost a month from now. You move full circle, right? You move full circle, right? And now you got negotiations are under the way for IBF lightweight championship with Raymond Muratalla versus Floyd Schofield to meet in November on the zone, which is, I'm assuming that November date would be the November 8th date that would be held by Virgil Ortiz and Erison Luba in Dallas, Texas. So my brother L Dub, man, he prophesized this fight a month ago. And now you got this shit coming full circle right here now. And this shit right here, bro, I like this fight. And I was wondering, and I said this on my video the other day. I was like, man, I don't know what Raymond got going on, man. I know I ain't heard nothing about him and Andy Cruz as far as the negotiations with them. So, shit, Raymond versus Kid Austin. That means Kid Austin goes and gets him a title shot automatically right out the gate. Right out the gate. Right out the gate, man. Don't even have to go to the WBA. He going for the IBF. You know what I mean? So definitely salute to my brother L Dub for bringing this full circle right here, man. This is great work right here. Because now I definitely believe that the zone or whoever it was, top ranking motherfucking Golden Boy, I think they seen L Dub's tweet and they like, shit, let's go ahead and try to push that. Let's push that forward, man. Because like I always tell you, bro, these boxers, these promoters, these managers and stuff, they watch us. They watch us. They definitely watch us. They watch us on the socials, tag on us posts and shit like that. And I know L Dub gets a lot of traction, you know what I'm saying, where he tag fighters and promoters and shit. And these motherfuckers really be going off of, shit he suggests, real shit. And this is a various case of that right here, man, right out the gate, for sure. All right, so let's get to the next topic right here, man. And salute to everybody that's coming in the building. No more sleepwalking, man. Salute to my dog, man. Salute, man. Salute, brother. And make sure y'all hit the like button. If y'all hit the like button, man, hit the like button. It's free. It don't cost you anything. And y'all can hit the Cash App, man. The Cash App is open. $ CamJNetwork, man. We got a lot to cover tonight. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely support the channel, man, by hitting the like button or hitting the Cash App, $ CamJNetwork. Salute to my brother, the autism boy, man. Salute to him. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother, man. He be talking that basketball talk over there. You feel me? Marquis was good, bro. Salute to my dog, Marquis, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. What's good, brother? How you been? How you been, brother? All right, so let's get to this next joint right here, man. You already know the vibes, and y'all gonna like this one right here. So let's get to this video clip right
No,
here.
I don't want to say if gonna train me or not. We
Right.
just we
Right, but he's the guy.
we've been talking about it.
Out of all of those trainers that you worked with, bringing them back into your circle.
Of course, yeah. No, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it now.
About who?
It's just one guy, right?
All right. Give us his name. Give us
No,
one
I
name.
can't.
Somebody.
No, it's just one guy. It's just one guy. I never trained with him though before.
Okay. Is he a known trainer?
He's not a trainer.
Oh, he's not a trainer.
He's a fighter.
Oh, he's a fighter.
He's a fighter.
But he's a known fighter.
No, he's very known.
So who is he? I mean, you're not signing a contract
because we never seen him work with nobody. We seen him give pointers to people, but
Is he retired?
yeah, he's retired.
Andre Ward.
He's retired.
It's Andre Ward.
No,
it has to be Ward. It can't.
No, it's not
if somebody that's not a trainer but is so smart in the ring, who else but Andre Ward?
No, we talking. We talking. I don't know. I don't want to say if Dre gonna train me or not. We just we
right, but he's the guy.
Dope.
We've been talking. We've been talking about it. I don't know. We got to get in the gym and see if it if it works. If it works. I worked with Verge for a while when I was a kid. So
that would be crazy.
Nah, it would be crazy. And I would, honestly, it came through somebody we know mutual, Kevin Newman, So they talked about it, and I was like, "You sure? Like, you sure? You sure he would want to like work with me?" And he like, "Yeah, nah." He said he would be open to it. Like, he wanted, if I was interested. I was like, "Man, are you sure? Like, are you sure that like, because I never seen him train nobody. Like, I never seen." So
people would be so excited to see you back in the ring, just for that.
That would be crazy, right?
That would.
So there you go. You got Devin Haney right there. They asked him about who he's gonna be training with for this fight coming up with Brian Norman Jr. And he didn't want to give out no names and stuff and everything led to it being the man Andre Ward, which is he said Andre Ward ain't never trained before, and there you have it. You got Devin Haney has aspirations of training with Andre Ward. Now, would that help him? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, dog. My dog Dark K said I was about to say Ward. Okay, for sure, bro. Jag Queen, she said, "Child, please." Ocho voice. You already know my brother Cass Crypto. He said nobody keeping Devin from getting destroyed by Norman. Hey man, you know how I felt about it, Cass. You already know how I felt about it, bro. I'm with you. Yeah. Mr. Arturistic said Ward can't help my guy. Hey man, this is my thing. You had that goal Shane Mosley in your corner. Your last fight. How that shit. And Shane Mosley said y'all threw the damn game plan out of the window and just did whatever Bill said. So what's the point of bringing in somebody if your father's not going to allow you to listen to who you bringing in? What's the point of that? Because y'all sure ain't listening to Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley said the way that y'all trained, the game plan that y'all had for the fight with Jose Ramirez was not the way that y'all fought in that fight versus Jose Ramirez. So what's the point of bringing Andre Ward in your camp if you're not going to do what he tells you to do in the actual fucking fight? Somebody make this make sense. Salute to my brother All Things. I see you in the building, brother. Yeah, somebody make this make sense. What's the point of Devin Haney bringing in Andre Ward to help him if he ain't gonna use what he's helping him with in the damn ring? It don't make no sense. L Dub right there. There go my brother L Dub right there. Salute to my brother L Dub, man. L Dub, I just spoke about this, bro. Let me bring this shit up real quick, man, for my brother. We just spoke about you, how you brought this into fruition a month ago with Muratala and Schofield, June 28th of this year. And then full circle, you got Muratala and Schofield in negotiations right here. Good shit, my brother L Dub. You already know them boys watching you, man, trying to take the content, brother. Yeah, man. So back to Devin though. Ward, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But let's get to this next video of the man Devin Haney. And this interview is from Rain Checks if y'all want to go watch it by yourself. This is clips from Ring Champ's interview with Devin Haney from a few days ago. A lot of people ain't covered this. That's kind of crazy. I noticed that. A lot of people ain't covered this interview. The LDBC guys ain't covered this interview too, by the way. Real interesting, but it's either here or there.
Does the eye test tell you that he's good? Or it's just maybe it's his opponents?
Anybody in there with those same guys, you're gonna do the same thing. I never heard of any of these guys.
So they're thinking, oh, okay, he's still shell-shocked.
If I'm so shell shocked, then why I'm fighting a guy like Brian Norman? Why would I fight him?
Yeah.
That's a good
I
point.
was just about to bring that up.
He got some pop.
He's the biggest puncher at 147, right?
Yes.
Right.
Rate him from 1 to 10 at least.
It's hard. It's hard for me to really rate him because I don't know any of the guys he beat.
Right, there you go. Yeah.
No, truthfully, I don't know them. The guy he fought last, I never heard of him. I didn't know. I know everybody. I'm a fighter. I know everybody, and I'm actually watch boxing. But the last guy, I genuinely did not know who he was.
What does the eye test tell you? That he's good? Or it's just maybe it's his opponents?
I think that you put Tiafimo in with those guys. Tiafimo do the same thing. You put anybody in there with those same guys, you're gonna do the same thing. I never heard of any of these guys.
When did that fight start materializing? Like, was it like, soon as you saw him, like, yeah, I want to fight him?
I want to fight the best fighters in the world. So the Tiafimo fight don't want who's the next guy?
So there you got Devin Haney right there, still trashing the motherfucking Brian Norman Jr.'s resume, saying that Tiafimo will beat all of the guys that he fought to and do them the same way. It's crazy, man, how he trashes the guy's resume and not looking at his resume because a lot of the guys on his resume ain't doing well in their careers. You know what I'm saying? My brother L-Dub, he said it was boring. Dead bear fell asleep. Talking about Devin Haney's interview. Sexy Crimson 50 Cent in the building. Salute, sister. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, man. So with Devin Haney right there, with Brian Norman, he just because he ain't fought guys with significant names doesn't mean he's not good. I need Devin Haney to really realize that shit. This the same shit he was doing with Ryan Garcia too. He was saying Ryan Garcia ain't fought nobody besides Tank. Saying the same shit. And we seen how that shit turned out. Like, he said, yeah, he said, he's the hardest puncher at 147. And everybody think I wouldn't took this fight, but I took the fight. Yeah, you took the fight, okay. It's like these motherfuckers want us to give them credit for taking the fight. After we seen the actions going in between the fight and making the fight, that these motherfuckers was over here playing hopscotch and shit with the fight. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna fake the funk on it. You know what I'm saying? We know who initiated the fight. I seen the video I dropped this morning. If you didn't, you can watch it after the show. The Haney's don't control the narrative no more, man. As far as with they platforms that they use on YouTube and everything, that use their propaganda and all of that shit. A lot of people ain't feeling that bullshit. A lot of people reading through that bullshit. You know what I mean, I'm just saying in general with Devin Haney, you keep. I hope he's working hard. He better not be slouching this boy Brian Norman Jr. because that boy Brian Norman Jr. We see him in the gym. They showing footage of him. He in the gym every day, working, definitely working. So we got that video clip right here. So we got all right. We gonna move to the next topic right here. Now let's go ahead. What I want to do. What I want to do. All right. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's go on. These last few topics, I'm gonna open the panel up for these ones. I'm gonna open up the panel for these last few topics when we can cover these ones together. So panel's open because these last few topics, it's gonna get real on these ones, and I know we're gonna have a good discussion about this. So panel open, link pinned to the top, and let's go ahead and get into the conversation though. So What we doing here? What we doing right here? Maul Charlo, man, wants Jamel Charlo won't smoke out here. He he said he won't smoke with the big fish. What we doing? What y'all feel about Jamel Charlo putting up this graphic last night with him eating the shark, man? Oh, we can go further. Cause this man, he on the road today. What y'all think about this from Mel Charlo right here? Who he talking about in this one? Who is this graphic of right here in this one right here? In fact, all things got it right there. Fedora right here. So we got this one too. This man Mel is on a roll right here, man. Mel is on a roll. The man got the line on the boots right there, dog. Hey, and this last one is even funnier, and he just dropped this one before the show. Are you all good, Rick Tails? I already know, brother. Hey, enjoy, bro. Enjoy. You already know. So you got Jamel Charlo in the last 24 hours. He done put graphics out with Earl Spence, Fedora, Boots, and Bud Crawford, all within the last 24 hours. Remember, Jamel just when they're about to order Jamel Charlo versus the Baz Baru. Baz Baru just beat Eunice Solares this past Saturday for that WBA interim strap at 154. But people think this fight is a little bit more closer than what people think. Think about the timing of where these two last guys fought. They last fought around the same time 2 years ago. Earl fought a month earlier, a month or two earlier than Mel did. So it makes sense, like if they was the PBC was to go ahead and lock them in. And the crazy part, PBC, they posted these graphics tonight too. And Jamel Charlo, he's one of the fighters that's listed on that fourth quarter list for PBC fighters as well. So Mel is on the horizon of coming back. The question is, who will it be against? That's the question. Fundora, we know he got Thurman, so that ain't going down right now. Boots, he fight Lima October 11th. We already know what Mr. Bud Crawford got going on. He fighting Canelo in a couple of weeks. This guy right here, Mr. Big Fish, is free as a bird right now. And like I said, it makes sense for Earl and Mel to get it cracking right now. Rick Timms, I'm glad you got the dates right there, bro. Like I said, it makes sense because Earl, he fought in July, Mel fought in September, both around the same time. It makes sense for this to go down more than these other three fights because the other three fights with Boots, Bud, and Fedora, all of them guys are tied up right now. Earl and Mel fight in Texas, Cowboy Stadium, big time. Whole state of Texas gonna be out in that motherfucker. Whole state. You gonna probably get the whole damn down south down there. Everybody, they mama gonna be at that fight if Earl and Mel was to lock in, man. Dorkin said, I would like to see Mel cryptic pick a background. What it look like. Hey, that is, hey, you right about that. I would love to see the pick he put out for background. He putting out all of these names, so don't be surprised he put background on that motherfucker for real by tomorrow. Shit, he just put the Bud one out tonight. He just put, like, literally before I came on the show, he put this out on his IG story right before I came on the show with Bud right here. And that shit fire. I go. You see the Omaha smoke cigarette pack and shit. Hey, the Boost one is fire though. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. All right. So we're gonna move it forward right here. Let's go ahead and move it forward. Let's what I want to do right here, man. Before we get into these main topics. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and run this shit too. So y'all remember that? Let's go ahead and get into that fuckery that was going on. Matter of fact, no. Let's do this real quick. All right, throwback fight of the day right here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in here. Let me do that now. Throwback fight of the day.
He can't get off two punches. I mean, that is a mark of a shot fighter when you can't get off punches. A beautiful right hand. Down goes Botha. That's all it took. One shot. He may not get up. Botha stumbling around. 8, 9. Can he make it? It's over. It's over. Mike Tyson has returned.
One right hand.
One right hand equals neutralizes everything that was happening to him. That's what happens when you got a great puncher.
I gotta run that back one more time. That was beautiful.
He can't get off two punches. I mean, that is a mark of a shot fighter when you can't get off punches. A beautiful right hand. Down goes Botha. That's all it took. One shot. He may not get up. Botha stumbling around. 8, 9. Can he make it? It's over. It's over. Mike Tyson has returned.
One right hand.
One right hand equals neutralizes everything that was happening to him. That's what happens when you got a great puncher.
Man, oh man, crazy fight right there, bro. Yeah, so of course Mike Tyson right there fighting Botha in that fight. Throwback fight of the day. Knockout, crazy knockout in the fifth round by Mike Tyson, man. MGM Grand fight in Las Vegas. Right there. Salute to Mike Tyson, man. One of the GOATs out here in the game, man, for sure. And let's get to the resume gang. So I got two resumes I want y'all to guess out real quick. The first one may be easy for y'all, you know what I'm saying, because it's historic. So guess out this resume of this fighter right here. So, of course, this fighter, he done fought Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran, notable names. Campaign at the 154-pound division. Majority of his career. Has over 70, 80 plus fights. So who is this? Who resume is this? Which fighter resume is this right here? Let me know in the comments which fighter resume is this right here. His fight with Thomas Hearns was legendary. The first round, one of the best rounds ever in boxing history. I'll probably say is the best round in boxing history versus Thomas Hearns. There you go. Dark Kent, he got it. Marvin Hagler, 62, 62 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws, 52 knockouts. Never been knocked out in a fight. I don't even remember Marvin getting knocked down in a fight personally myself. But yeah, Marvin Hagler, man. Salute to Marvin Hagler, man. Rest in peace to one of the GOATs in the game, man, for sure. One of my favorite fighters. I still go back and watch Marvin Hagler fights myself, man, for sure. And we're gonna get to this next resume right here. So this is the last one. I'm only doing 2 tonight. Next week we'll do about 3 or 4. What resume is this right here from this guy? He's a younger fighter right now, and he's active right now. So he just fought Kyron Davis this year. He fights in the 160-pound division. He's from Cuba. He's from Cuba. Fights in the 160-pound division. He's young and up and coming, and he fights on the PBC platform. I can give you that. I'll give you that, Jim. He's a PBC fighter. Who resume is this? This guy, like I said, he's from Cuba. He fights in the 160-pound division. Just coming off beating Kyron Davis in a shutout, pretty much. Like it wasn't even close. Like it damn near like he knocked him. He knocked Kyron Davis down a couple times and everything in this fight. Rick Tell's got it. Yuli Hernandez, man. Yeah, Yuli Hernandez, 8-0, 7 knockouts. Cuban, man. The boy is nasty, man. Like the boy is nasty. He been in camp with Canelo in recent time too. Where's oh yeah, let me ask that. Where's the standing on call with Yuli Hernandez? Oh, sparring with Canelo. So that's the resume game, man. Of course, matter of fact, I fuck around and be live Friday, so we fuck around and run the game back Friday when I'm live Friday. So salute to Yuli Hernandez, man. And everybody, make sure y'all tap in with him. He got a fight coming up too, so stay tuned. The announcement is coming soon on Yuli Hernandez next fight. So, all right, let's get to the fuckery. So we had this the other day, right? Thrill Hill, Defy Ernie. Salute to my dogs, man. Salute to you. Salute to y'all, brothers. So we had this the other day, right? With Jerron Boo Sanders right here, man. Jerron Boo Sanders sparring with Canelo. They had some pictures. I ain't get to see no footage of them, but they showed some pictures of the sparring session and shit that they was getting in. And then, of course, man, he had the other day. You had Bernie the Boxer, man, calling Jerron Boo Sanders a sellout for sparring with Boo Sanders, man. And of course, I had to respond on Twitter. I said, why Boo's got to be a sellout for getting some people, for getting some good work with Canelo? Why does this has to be a race thing? People got to relax. So I got something right here I want to play right here. Let's go ahead and get to this video footage right here. We ain't gonna even talk no more. Let's get to this footage.
And then 2, how do you feel about the backlash he's been receiving about getting to work?
Yo, it's different being on the other end of this. I ain't gonna lie, it feels a little funny. All right, G. I guess we'll start with the boxing. I think it's a good move. The reality is, Jerron in his struggles with finding elite level sparring, and you already know that after a certain amount of time, you'd have sparred every guy that's in the area. And every guy's not willing to come. The dudes on the top level, the dudes that are further along in Jerron Ennis, who are further along in their career, you got to come to them. And the reality is, this is a situation where you got to come to Canelo. Canelo's been on top for over a decade. and cash cow of boxing, or one of the cash cows of boxing. And I think this is going to do wonders for him. The reality is, Canelo is an elite level fighter. Canelo's going to give Boots a look that he hasn't seen yet in sparring or in a fight. And I think that we're going to see a difference around Ennis when he gets back. He's moving up in weight. He's going to be in there with bigger guys. Well, why not spar a bigger guy? Why not spar a guy that has seen literally everything? As far as the backlash goes, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in us. And I don't really like to talk black issues in an open forum where everybody can comment and everybody can give their opinion and their take, because I believe some stuff should just stay in house. Calling dudes a traitor, calling guys a sellout, and then there's the other name. I don't want to get the video demonetized, so I'm not going to say that. I feel like that's the heaviest jacket that you can carry or that you can put on a black man. And I feel like people are doing that irresponsibly. Every situation somebody doesn't agree with, they hang that jacket on you. And it's something that literally can follow you around for the rest of your life. Like, we're not talking about boxing at this point. We're talking about being black. And it's surprising me coming from the people that it's coming from, because these are guys that have historically criticized premier boxing champions Al Heyman, have gone out of their way. Like, I'm literally watching these fans, these trainers, talking about Bernie the Boxer, these outlets criticize PBC, criticize Al Heyman. I'm talking about really, really disparaging remarks. Celebrating when they going, when Showtime is going out of the boxing business, like really, really jovial about it. They're speaking about code. I feel like that's situational blackness. When does the code apply? Or the code only applies to situations that you feel like is relevant. The code only applies to that situation that applies to you, somebody you like, etc. If you don't like them, then the code doesn't apply. If you don't like them, then, then it's boxing. When you don't like them, then it's irrelevant. I'm seeing guys weaponizing my ancestors' trauma, my ancestors' struggle. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling you calling a dude that's going for sparring a way of selling out. Like, when we look at historically what selling out means, something bad happens, right? When our ancestors were trying to lead the plantations, a sellout, a traitor is somebody that ended up getting them killed, ended up getting them whipped, ended up getting their foot chopped off. Right? Fred Hampton got sold out. Huey Newton got sold out. Malcolm X got sold out. And then you hear these dudes trying to use that context. I feel like that shit is for show. Like, when we talk about traders and selling out, this shit is serious. No, this is boxing. Terrence Crawford is going to make generational money. The Crawfords are going to be wealthy going forward. That's what we want. That's what we need.
I got a question, Bill.
Man, boy, that he was talking that shit right there, bro. Real shit, man. I salute to Jamil, man, from YSM, bro, for sure. That was a lit ass cook up, man. I was watching this shit while I was at work, and I'm like, I gotta get this for the show tonight, and I want people to see this. And something that he said that was real relevant to me was, with all of this talk about standing on code and standing up black on black and all of this extra shit from some of the Bud Crawford fans. And that's why I say I always gotta shout this out. My brother Rick Towns, one of the realest Bud Crawford fans I know of. Definitely. And salute to my brother Opulent in the building, man, and SBG Mello in the building. And William Old School. Salute to my brother William Old School. One thing that was real relevant to me was the fact when he said, Well, Bud and them, they be talking, the Bud fans and Bud team, they be talking shit about PBC and all of this shit. And PBC, that's a black owned company right there. Where's the standing on code about that? That shit hit home right there for real. Because we see it every day with a lot of black fans. And I'm saying a lot of black boxing fans. We gonna keep it 100 tonight. We gonna lay it on the table. We see it with a lot of black fans bashing PBC on a daily basis, but then they want to be dick eating turkey out of sheep. Somebody make this make sense. So y'all bad. So motherfuckers that y'all willing to bash PBC, Al Heyman, a guy that's worked with Michael Jackson, Beyonce, you name it, then helped a lot of these fighters, black fighters, Spanish fighters, make a living and build their money behind them fighting as well, setting them up for life after boxing. We shit on Al Heyman for doing the job that he does in boxing, but we want to dick eat turkey out of sheep, the guy that want to bring ring boys to the damn events, having them hold fucking ring cards. The same guy that literally said fucking America smells like shit. He said America, he said he don't like America. The man turkey out of shit don't even like women, and y'all be rocking with this man and be jacking this man, bro. Salute to my brother Ohio Runs Boxing, man. Y'all already know, man. Follow my brother, man. Facebook, IG, my brother be cooking up, man. That's family. And you already know. Well, so it's okay for the Bud Crawford fans to shit on PBC, a black-owned company, but it ain't okay for Boost Ennis to spar with Canelo. What the fuck do Boost owe Bud Crawford? Let me ask that. Let's start there. What do Boost Ennis owe Bud Crawford? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Boost Ennis don't owe Bud Crawford shit. Boost Ennis was trying to fight Bud Crawford, and the fight didn't materialize. It is what it is. Like, it is what it is. NHA, he says, salute to my brother NHA in the building, man. He said, I really don't care that Boost chose to do what he did, but I think some people feel a way about it because an elite Mexican fighter ain't calling Bud's camp offering help. Well, newsflash, Mr. NHA, my good brother. He fights in a camp with Lester Martinez, which is another Spanish fighter, bro. One of his coaches is Spanish. He got a team. He got people that he hang around that's Spanish. Where's the code in that? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not about to do this double standard bullshit for Bud Crawford, bro. We're not. And I love Bud. I love Bud as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? But we're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. Elite. He says, what do you say? It's about Lester. What the fuck does it matter? That's my thing. What does it matter that Lester ain't elite? He still got a Spanish dude in his camp. So what's wrong with Canelo bringing a black fighter into his camp? It sounds like the Bud Crawford fans getting nervous. That's what the fuck it sound like with this shit, bro. That's all I get. I'm getting nervous energy from the Bud Crawford fans, bro. That's what I'm getting. Nervous fucking energy right now. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Nervous energy. So we gonna get to this next video from YSL right here. Hold on.
Both ways, right? I think you could look at it like that. I think if somebody wants to have a narrow view, they can look at it like that. But at the same time, you can look at it like he could end up destroying Canelo's confidence if he is successful. I know you can't be successful in sparring, but if Boots does really well in the sparring, it could kill Canelo's confidence. He could take a bunch of damage heading into that fight. It could expose some things about Canelo. We don't, the same way it could help him, the same way it could hurt him. We don't know, but I feel like you got people jumping the gun, and honestly, to me, it's not the real Terrence Crawford fans. The real Terrence Crawford fans saying, oh, you can go get Thanos too, butterfuck him up. Butterfuck Boots, Thanos, Canelo up in the same night. Those are the real fans. But the ones that's not sturdy, I think they got scared. I think they got scared because they know how good Boots is. They may call Boots a hype job. They may call him a prospect. They may call him a bum dasher. They may call him all those things. But your eyes and your heart tell you something else. And I feel like they're operating out of a space of fear. But just because you're operating out of a space of fear does not mean you have to diminish and denigrate your brother. The reality is I'm rooting for Terrence Crawford. And I hope he's successful, not only because he's my brother, but because he's doing something that I've never seen done in my time. Henry Armstrong did it.
Real shit.
I didn't get a chance to see it, so I'm getting a chance to see that in real time.
Right.
And it's incredible. If he's able to succeed, even if he's not able to succeed, to me, him going up there, salute to him, man. Just like, oh, my bad, Roy Jones. It's like watching Roy Jones do it, but the only difference is John Ruiz has never been on the level of Canelo Alvarez.
Right.
And so
Yeah, man. So, yeah, and this is what I want to say. For this fight in particular with Canelo and Bud, I'm actually rooting for Bud to win this fight, and I ain't even crazy about Bud. I love Bud as a fighter, but outside of the ring, I don't really care for Bud too much, to me, honestly. But I'm rooting for Bud to win this fight. I want him to literally get the upset and fuck up Turkey plans for Canelo, because Turkey got plans for Canelo after this fight. Turkey is looking through Bud Crawford, and the Bud Crawford fans ain't even seeing it. They ain't even peeping the play. Turkey wants Canelo to fight Hanson Shiraz, and this is why I said the other day when it came down to the actual fight between Canelo and Bud, what does Bud have to do to win the fight? He's going to have to win this fight clear by decision. Clear. Or he's going to have to get a knockout. Because if it's a close decision, they're going to give Canelo the nod. Come on, let's be real and be logical. We know that's going to be the issue right there. And hold on, let me see. All right. Salute to 2 Cents Boxing in the building. Salute, sister. Everybody, make sure y'all subscribe to my sister 2 Cents Boxing, man. She be cooking up. She working hard. My boy NHA, he said, not nervous the least bit. I ain't the one about to get my head punched in. Facts. But not so fast, though. It is a little nervous energy, though, because why why go against the grain? Why complain about Boost sparring with Canelo if motherfuckers ain't worried about it? I don't think people should be worried about it. I think people should be commending the fact that Boost Ennis don't get good, he probably don't get the best sparring work for real, because a lot of guys are scared to get in the ring and spar with him, let alone fight him in an actual fucking fight. So why would y'all be mad for him being able to get this experience to spar with Canelo, one of the legends in the game? I mean, shit. Where was the energy at right here? Where was the energy at right here? You got the Ellis brothers right here. They was sparring with Canelo. We ain't had this same type of outbreak and outlandish ass crazy shit going on talking about them with Canelo when they sparred Canelo. I'm just saying. The Bud fans, like my man Rick Timms just said, exactly. He hit it right on the nose. The Bud fans should be wanting Canelo at his absolute best. The Bud fans should feel honored that Canelo is taking Bud Crawford very fucking serious. What y'all want Canelo to be drinking during the camp, eating and shit, not focused and shit, coming to fight, sloppy in a motherfucker, and Bud watch a unmotivated Canelo? Is that what y'all want? Because y'all won't get the credit for it. If that's the case, you know people not going to give y'all the credit. I'm just saying in general. Y'all want Canelo at his absolute 100% best. Absolute best. Y'all should want him at his best. And if that takes him sparring with Boots, then y'all should not have no fucking problem with it. Shouldn't be no issues with Boots sparring with Canelo. And the whole sellout shit. Race don't, I'm telling you, race ain't involved with everything in boxing, bro. We gotta stop putting race on all of the jackets in boxing, bro. This whole conversation of the whole standing on cold shit is bullshit. It's really bullshit at the end of the day. It really is. Like, like I said, the Bud Crawford fans, they can shit on PBC centers to spar with Canelo, a guy that they about to fight in a couple of weeks. What's good, Defy Irony? What's good, bro? What you feeling, man? What you got for this topic, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear
Darian, now
me?
you coming in. Y'all can hear you.
Okay. How you doing, bro? God bless you. Look, man. In my opinion,
Blessings.
it's, this is much ado about nothing. Um, because unless I'm mistaken, it's not like Boots is gonna be giving out secrets to Canelo about Bud Crawford or something like that, right? So,
All
I
right.
mean, is he supposed to be missing out on an opportunity because of what some people might think of him? Is that what he should do then? Like that's
Yeah,
my yeah. That would be my
that's how they talking, bro. Like it don't make any sense because it's like if Bud was in that position like Boots, if it was vice versa, I don't think the Boots fans would even trip about it. You know, if they was in Bud's shoes and Bud was in Boots' shoes, they wouldn't even trip about it.
course. Now, if it's somebody in Buck's camp that's doing this, I don't know, Keyshawn Davis or something like that, maybe it's a different story. But it's not the case, you know.
Facts, facts.
So, I don't. And listen, I'm Team Crawford all the way, and
Absolutely.
and I'm on the mindset, bro. You can bring in the Avengers and Thanos if you want to, but still gonna kick your ass. You know that's what I'm thinking. So I don't mind it either way, and I'm happy for Boots, to be honest with you,
Facts,
because I
facts,
like
facts,
Boots too.
facts, man. Smoke, man. What's good, brother, man? What you got on this topic, man?
Oh, my bad.
Are you good?
I guess people think that Canelo's excuse my language, a fucking idiot. He ain't been in this game long enough to know how you play the game. If I'm gonna be fighting the pound for pound best fighter, why would I not go get somebody who can mimic him?
Exactly.
What the fuck? Like that
Exactly.
shit make the trader shit. Like if he's making 12 grand a week, like, man, you crazy? Nigga spent what? Shut up, man. I bet you Rashidi was Rashidi Ellis a trader? All those years he was helped sparring with Canelo, was he a trader?
And talk about it.
I
Just
mean,
gotta be real, man. Like, look, come on, man. What's that? And what's the other guy? His name is what's his I forgot his first, but his last name Ellis too. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but his brother.
Yeah, his brother. Like, because he fought David Benavidez. Like, come on, man. That's why Canelo ain't gonna fight David Benavidez. You seen what that motherfucker did to him? He's like, hell no.
Was Shakur Stevenson a traitor when he helped Loma prepare for Gary Russell?
Man, talk about it. Bro, this shit happens in boxing all the time, bro. Where different races spar and shit. Like this is sparring, bro. Just trying to get working and get ready for the next fight, man. Like this shit, like the whole conversation is ass for real because the Bud fans that made this a whole conversation and shit. And especially they rolled off of what fucking Bernie the Boxer said. They wrote off of what Bernie the Boxer said, calling Boots a sellout. You know what I mean? Like that was nasty work. I expected a little bit more from Bernie the Boxer for real.
That guy is very entertaining, but he went too far in that one, in my opinion. But he's very entertaining in general.
That looks nervous energy to me.
Yeah, it is.
Super nervous energy right there, bro.
Hey Cam, let me ask you: do you know, not to switch topics or anything, but
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oscar Collazo is gonna fight on September 20. The guy from Minimum or Strawweight, I don't know how they call it. I think it's Strawweight. He's fighting a Philippine fighter named Jason.
Oh, say his name again.
Oscar Collazo from Strawweight,
Okay. Okay.
and the guy in my picture, and he will fight a Philippine fighter, Jason. I was wondering if you know anything about his opponent. It's September 20 on the song.
I don't know anything about that specifically, but I'll definitely check into it after I get off here, though, for sure. For sure, I'll definitely check into it. You are you on IG?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Follow me on IG, so
Will
we
do.
I connect with you on here.
Hey,
Yeah, it's the thing like CamJNetwork on there.
you know what Bud should have did since, and then this would have, but he should have paid Boots not to do it. How about that?
Mm.
Hey, how about you to gave Boots 100,000 to go on vacation? How about that?
Shit, I mean, motherfucking Bud wasn't trying to get Boots in his camp to help him get right. So, I don't. What's the issue?
I mean, the shit don't even matter. I bet it don't really matter to like a real dog. It's just these suck ass niggas out here who need something to say. Like, go somewhere and sit down, man. Like, what? Like, when I first seen it, I was like, is that real? And then when they confirmed it was real, I was like, well, shit, that's a fucking chess move. What the fuck you what? And him saying no, so I'm not gonna go get the experience, maybe make some connections. I'm not supposed to do none of that just because me and Bud both black. We're not from the same area. We not from like we don't like our we don't do shit the same. I'm from East Coast. He's from the Midwest. We just happen to both switch hit and be black. Like what the fuck? Come on.
Facts.
Just gotta be real with it now. Like I'm a true Bud fan. I'm a Bud buddy, but like that shit with Boots, that was okay. Canelo taking this shit serious. Now can't nobody say Canelo ain't really trying to win this fight. I don't get this sellout shit. What the fuck? But you know, Boots on the fire right now anyway. So if he wipe his ass with the wrong hand, it's gonna be a problem with people. If he spit while walking down the sidewalk, he literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't do no right now. So
Man.
he might have to sign with Don King Promotions just to get his black card back the way niggas is acting. This shit crazy.
They trying to do.
Man, not Don King Promotions.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead. That's the only way you're gonna get it back. Like what the hell?
And McQueen, brother, what you got for this topic, my dog?
It's just Bernie talking, which Bernie probably should be doing. You know, he's part of Bud's camp. That's it. That's all it is, really. One guy sharing his opinion, and of course, it got people impassioned. You got some people that are going to be opposed to it, some people that are going to regurgitate it. They're in alignment with it. Just is what it is. I don't think it's anything to be taken seriously or to give too much consideration to.
Two cents. What you got for us, sis?
Well, I hear Emma Queen. You know, Emma Queen gonna always come in here and break it down to the simple. But this is my 2 cents about the situation, right? I'm looking at it and I'm thinking in my head because I feel like the people that put this information out, they know that that's some bullshit, right? So I feel like it was, in my opinion, it was put out to intentionally just divide and mislead people. But think about what's been going on with Boots, and I've been saying this for a while. There's a campaign to diminish his star power, so to speak, right? Like he went from the boogeyman at 47 to all of a sudden he's the biggest duck in boxing. And when you've been saying Boots don't fight nobody, Boots a Doug, Boots this and that, he's scary, he ain't what y'all think he is, he a hype job. And then all of a sudden, boom, they drop a picture of him sparring Canelo. You got to think that that throws all those narratives out the window, right? Or I would think it should at the very least, right? It throw all those narratives out the window because if I'm a hype job and I ain't sparring nobody, why would Canelo get me to help him get ready for what y'all perceive to be the biggest fight of his career against Superman Terrence Bud Crawford? So I feel like it was to divert the attention away from that narrative and um to get down to take away the notoriety, because you know people get notoriety and names and recognition from sparring. You heard about Earl sparring Mayweather, that kind of blew him up. Then you had the Tank and Devin sparring, that shit went on for years before the tape actually got released. You get what I'm saying? And so I feel like it was done to take away the notoriety from that moment. Now I don't know if it was done on purpose, I don't know if it was a subconscious thing, but in my opinion that's kind of what has happened. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's not like, oh, Boots was sparring Canelo. He went. It's like, oh, Boots off cold. He. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not even talking about Boots went to spar Canelo. Like, what we talk? Like, Boots was sparring Canelo. Like, what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So that's my 2 cents about the situation.
He went from being scared to
I agree.
Ain't
I
that
agree. I agree with everything you just said.
Hey, salute to my brother A Sauceman with the $5 bang in the cash app, man. Appreciate you, bro, for sure, man. And if y'all ain't hit that like button, make sure y'all hit the like button, man. We definitely having a great conversation, man. Go ahead, Define.
And also, it's not true that Boots hasn't fought anybody either. I don't think people realize how good Karen Chukatsian is. Just because you don't know him, if you really watch those fights, you can tell he gives hell to anybody in that division. So it's wrong on both sides because they're talking out of both sides of their mouth, like you articulated, Chusen. Like on one end, he's the dog, he's nothing, but on the other end, then you shouldn't be that worried, should you? I mean, keep the same energy. Like all of a sudden, it's a bad thing that he does that. Are you worried? But didn't you just say he was nothing? Like, make it make sense. So that's what pisses me off more than anything. It's like the double talk.
And I want to respond to Anne McQueen point, like, it's Bernie doing what he's supposed to be. He should be talking. And I understand that to a certain extent. But my 2 cents is that Bernie came out pandering to the fans, right? Because he know better, in my opinion. And if you just coming out talking and you trying to sell a fight, why are you trying to do that off of Boots' name, off of Boots' back to sell Crawford and Canelo? You get what I'm saying? Like, to me, it was just kind of like, I don't know about that, Bernie. Like, you kind of out of line for that because you know better. And you out here just pandering to these fans, putting battery packs in their back. Because I'm going around and reading the comments. I thought this wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I'm going around and reading the comments and they like, oh, I can't support him no more. I'm not a fan of Boots. I can't support Boots. And you know what I'm saying? So it split his fan base, or it appears that way. You never can tell this YouTube, but I'm just saying. It split his fan base and it diverted the attention away from what was actually going on.
They'll be back. They'll be back to supporting him after he goes out there and he styles on Lima. Then we'll be like, all right, we want to see who you gonna fight next for the WBA and all that other good stuff.
They were never Boots fans anyway.
Well, that's the thing about fans, though. Fans are very fickle. They flip flop. They're back and forth. They fair weather.
They was never Boots fans, man.
Superlative you think of to describe the
inconsistency
of
Earl Deflectors, Earl Rejects, and PBC and PBC guy. As soon as he left, he was Benedict Arnold. He went with Eddie Hearn. What did he do that for? His career gonna go down the drain. Oh, look what Eddie doing to him. And now look, he's a damn Benedict Arnold.
I mean, that shit don't matter, man. I don't know.
He's a traitor.
It don't, Boxing Hacker. It don't
It does
matter.
not matter.
Don't come up here being silly, bro.
No, we don't. Hey,
With it, and they ran with it. I ain't even
It
seen
don't
the
matter.
Positive. There's one
They
thing
can get
that's
Thanos.
positive. There's
Thanos
one
can
thing.
get his ass whipped, y'all.
There's
Don't
one
matter
thing
what
that's
he does.
positive about this. You got people talking about the fight more than probably more than ever before. To be honest with you, if I can say one thing positive about this whole thing, is that got people talking about the fight, is hyping the fight up and whatever. So
Yeah,
promotion.
Bud better be lucky Boots helping him promote this fight because he wasn't doing a good job of it.
They're doing a great job. I don't know why y'all say they're promoting this fight like crazy. Like people are literally talking about
Boxing Hacker, stop. Boxing Hacker, stop.
You might not be talking about it, but I hear people talking about this fight a lot. It's like the fight like that I've been hearing about the most actually. But salute to you, CamJ. So I'll say this though. Like
Go ahead.
I'll say this, right? It doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter if he has boots or not. I mean, boots be a good look for Canelo? Yeah, maybe. It's tricky because boots could also be a problem, right? Because boots doesn't look like the type of person who pulls his punches. So he might end up being a hard sparring with Canelo, and that could end up working against Canelo as well. So it could go both ways, you know? And even if it's good work, it doesn't necessarily mean like Boots and Bud are still two different people. You know, at the end of the day, it might be a good look. It might work against them. As far as people saying like, you know, people just the whole stay on code thing. I mean, we have to be real about it, guys. Like they took a picture and posted a picture on social media for a reason. They knew it was going to be triggering. So like, I mean, it's to be expected that it'll get backlash, right? Because that's why they took the picture. You know,
I've seen plenty of pictures of people sparring. Can you name me another time where somebody got backlash?
Here's the thing though. Canelo has multiple sparring partners, some that come to his camp every season, right? But you only seen the picture of Boots. Why is that? Do you think it was just by?
That's false. That is false. Boxing Hacker, stop coming up here repeating stuff you heard on other panels.
Let's be real about it. Okay, that's true. Yeah, those.
I just seen pictures of him sparring people on Twitter. People was putting pictures up. Are the Ellis brothers off code? I just seen them putting all kind of pictures on Twitter of Canelo with sparring partners.
But listen to this. But check this. He was just sparring with Jarrell Valsaint. He a black fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he was sparring with Yuli Hernandez. You know what I'm saying? Like he Cuban. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people say like that's black down there too. So like I'm saying, like the energy is not reciprocated on other fighters that's of the same color, bro.
Here's the difference, right? When you talk about Bud Crawford, who's the one fighter that they say he's the most similar to? Boots, right? Boots, right? So
what's the Hacker? Hold on, Hacker. Let me ask you this: what's the problem with Boots? What's the problem for Bud and Boots sparring Canelo?
So if you don't have a problem, what you up here arguing?
But to say like we don't understand why people are complaining, like I said, like they know why they posted that picture, guys. Come on. You know,
Boxing Hacker, people post pictures of who they spar all the time. Can you name me another time that a situation like this happened? Somebody posted sparring and it caused outrage. I'll wait.
Somebody posted sparring and it caused outrage. This is a different situation. That's what I'm saying, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What's different about it, Hacker?
Why is it different?
So here's the thing, right? Like I said before, if you want to be if we're just being realistic, the one person whose style they say is closest to Bud.
If we were being realistic, we wouldn't be having this conversation,
about, right? And so a lot of people look at it like Boots is the one who will give Canelo the most benefit. You know, like from the outside looking, if you're not like really intricate with boxing, you know, like you'll say that Boots will be the person that would give.
So that's what you do, right? You get the person that'll be the best benefit to you, right? That's exactly what you do for sparring.
That's true. But then people are like, do you do that like for a fight this magnitude? It sort of looks like you're going against.
So you definitely would want to do it for the fight of this magnitude, correct?
Yeah, no, because like like I said, for like the popular culture, it looks like you're going against code. Like that's
you cook, Boxing Hacker.
No, okay, look at it this way: if Bud had posted a picture of him and Ortiz or I don't think Ortiz is like
But
that.
it's not like
Ortiz will
Boots is
got the
on
same kind of backlash.
but it's not
You
like
know-
Boots is on Bud Crawford's camp and he's gonna do reveal secrets to Canelo. Like, what code exactly are we talking about?
Yes. Like I said, for me, I think it can work. It can
But
work
you
in
know
both
what's
ways.
crazy, boxing hacker, is you don't agree and you know that shit don't make sense and you still up here saying it.
So no, there's two different things. I don't agree, but I didn't say it doesn't make sense. I said the reason why I posted it is for the same kind. They knew that was gonna be it was gonna get some kind of backlash. They already knew that.
How boxing hacker people post sparring all the time. That's what I'm talking about. That's how people get the notoriety. Oh, this person was sparring this person. Sparring stories. This shit happens all the time. So how am I
But
gonna know that if I post a picture of me and Canelo sparring, I'm gonna be all of a sudden a traitor to the whole black community? That shit don't make sense, boxing hacker.
Yeah, I say that. Like I said, I feel like they know why they posted that picture. And
That's
like I
enough,
said,
boxing hacker. You don't even agree.
Well, at that point, we just, that's conjecture. At that point, we just making assumptions.
Yeah,
All we know is
that's
a
a fair
photo.
statement.
All we know is that a photo was taken. Like 2 Cent said, it's nothing out of the norm. Guys been posting photos, videos of them sparring, so on and so forth. And then the other thing too is anybody with 2 synapses firing off in their brain could go do some research and see that Canelo's got a working relationship or at least a rapport with the Ennis family. He's not the first Ennis to go spar over there. Remember his brother, Pooh, was sparring with Canelo over a decade ago.
And
So
let me
why
tell
would
you
that
why
change now?
Let me tell you why it's nefarious, Aunt McQueen, and why I feel this way. Because after this came out, then they came out and started saying shit like, oh, he got this much money. Oh, I heard he reached out to them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still adding on things to continue to kind of stir the pot, so to speak, when none of that shit is even true. Like it's not even true.
It won't matter. I think Bud's still gonna whip Canelo. I don't think at this stage in the game it's gonna make it that much of a difference, And
Yeah, but that's another conversation in and of itself, boxing hacker. That's a different conversation. I think it's unfair to criticize this guy's character and say that he's a sellout or a turncoat or Uncle Tom or whatever the hell a coon he's selling people out because he went to go spar. That's all it is. It's sparring.
Yeah, but so
you want somebody that's gonna provide.
I think
Boxing hacker, stop arguing shit you don't even agree. You don't even agree, bro. What is you arguing?
I didn't even speak yet. Hold on 1 second. So, but also know that like this fight is gonna look like sort of like, and I hate to use the race card. It's gonna look like blacks versus Mexicans. You know that, right? Like that like that's sort of like also gonna be part of that equation. I don't know if you. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
if you're gonna be facing a black guy who's athletic, who can switch hit, why the hell would you not go get one of the best black guys who can also switch hit to get ready for that fight?
I agree. Smart move by
why would you go get somebody who has a completely opposite style just for the sake of appeasing some people on the internet?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad move by Canelo. It's a smart move by Canelo. Boots is getting paid. I'm not saying it's a bad move, but the backlash is not. It's not like unseen. Like
what's the issue, Hacker? You arguing for nothing up here then. If you agree with us, that there's no fucking issue with Boots sparring Canelo, then what are we talking about then?
It's not to say like the backlash when like I knew the backlash was gonna happen as soon as I saw the picture. Do you understand what I mean? Like as soon as I saw that picture, before I even read the comments, I knew there was gonna be backlash. Because like the magnitude of the fight. And you're gonna have black versus Mexicans, that's just gonna be the thing.
I mean, we understand that. We understand that aspect of the fight. You know what I'm saying? We understand that. I'm just saying in general. The Bud fans can't give backlash for Boots sparring fucking Canelo when they the same guys that be shitting on Al Heyman and PBC, a black-owned company, every fucking day.
Things, CamJ. They're no way.
No, how is it?
PBC and Al Heyman are two. First off, nobody sits on. When you say shit on Al Heyman, what do you mean in particular? Like, what do you mean like shit on the PBC? What does that mean?
Hacker.
No, explain. I don't even know what that means. What do you mean?
If we on code, let's stay on code, man.
BBC is a corporation, not a person.
Hacker, can I ask you something? So you're saying on one end you're saying that they knew what they were doing, quote unquote, when they posted that picture. But on the other end, 2 Cents asked you, when has outrage like this happened before? and there is no answer to that. So how can you help me understand how does that, how does it make sense? You know, on one end they knew, but how do they know if this hasn't happened before?
Yeah,
Like
so I don't need inductive reasoning to figure out if this was going to cause backlash. You know that, like I said, if you just think about fan bases, it's going to be greatly at black versus Mexicans. It's just going to, like, boxing has those racial cards when it comes to fan bases. You know, we have two stars of two different races. A lot of times it ends up being like that. You know, so of course,
Hold on. How you gonna say it don't got race shit to it, and
I
then
didn't say
you
that.
say you just
I said
you
does have
flip
racial
flopping out
cards.
here, man. You flip flopping,
I
man.
said have racial cards.
That's nasty work.
I never said that. I said have racial
Just
cards.
understand the fact of
Okay,
this.
look at it this way. I'll give you another example.
This
Right?
is the numbers right now for Crawford and them right now, bro.
Don't listen, CamJ. The thing's gonna sell out. It's Canelo. Come on, man. Yeah, I don't know why y'all show me this. Right? It's gonna
Bro,
sell
they
out.
got a value of resale tickets for $5 million fucking dollars, bro. It was at 2.7
Okay.
like 2 weeks ago.
Wait till the fight. Wait till the fight and tell me how it turns out.
The
Wait till the fight.
tickets
It's like for 2
prices.
weeks, right? Wait till the fight and tell me how it turns out. You know, all I'm saying is, like, look at this. Like when Wilder fought Fury, right? Let's say there was somebody who was just like Wilder, another black fighter, right? Remember during the Wilder and Fury fight, there was a big racial tension between the fan bases. I don't know if people know
It's
that.
not even with this fight. It's not even
There was a black fighter that went to Fury's camp.
the race part. Hold on, Bud Crawford, the same motherfucker that said he don't fuck with black people.
Oh
He
my
said they cheap and he don't fuck with black people.
When did he say that?
So how would this be? How would this be a race thing when you got Bud Crawford out there saying he don't fuck with black people?
Let's not overreact. When did he say he doesn't fuck with black people, CamJ?
He just said it on the interview. You
never.
lucky I ain't got time to pull it up.
Said that,
I'll pull this shit up.
What
All
fight?
right, next time you come on, I'm gonna have when I'm Blind Friday. I'm gonna pull that shit up for you
I can
Friday.
every day. I guarantee you'll never find something like that.
Okay, I see everything.
Okay.
All right, let's switch gears, man. Let's switch gears to this main topic, bro. So, all right, D-Ray, you in the building, man. I see you. Matter of fact, D-Ray, you ain't talked about this topic. Go ahead and give your take about it, bro, because you ain't saying anything. You know, Hacker tried to come up here and want to argue for nothing.
Hey, I'm in the minority as usual, but I thought he did a good job. Good job, Hacker. Hey, and salute to you, Cam. All things, everybody. Hey, bro, but I got a question though, right? Is it? Are you guys saying that is Bud fans that's hating on Boots, or y'all saying it's the black community of boxing fans that's hating on Boots? Because I'm just wondering if it is, huh?
It's a mixture of both.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just trying to. I mean, like, you know, a lot of people say Bud ain't got no fans and this and that. You know, I mean, you find people have way more energy to argue against them than they do to just appreciate the greatness of the GOAT right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of confused, and I salute the black community of boxing media content creators that is supporting not only necessarily Crawford, but the fight, bro. Because
D-Ray, let me ask you this: what you think about? Because the narrative is coming from Buzz Team, Bernie the Boxer. He's the one that called Boots a sellout.
So that's what I was asking you, right? Is it Bud fans or is it the black community?
The narrative started with Bernie the Boxer.
If the black community is riding with Bud, I salute him for that. But now, what were you saying?
Bernie the Boxer is the one that started the narrative of Boots being a sellout because he sparred with Canelo.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, I think Bernie is a boxer, and I think that he has a right to his opinion. I don't think that he's necessarily asking you or anybody else to agree with his opinion. But, you know, I think that there are certain people that are saying at this time, why not try to support the brother that ain't gonna get no love from the other side? What'd you say, bro?
Let me ask you this, D-Ray. Do you feel Boots is a sellout for sparring with Canelo?
Hey, listen, I'm glad you. Hey, man, that's a great question, bro. You got a good future in media. I believe it's a clout chase by Boots, bro, because he wasn't even getting mentioned in an arena like this, right? He should not have his name in a sentence, in my opinion, as far as what he's accomplished in boxing with Canelo or Crawford, bro. I mean, I'm just trying to keep it a buck. So he got a picture. Hey, shout out to him, bro. He team Canelo. I ain't got no problem with that. And that's where I do agree that it's okay for black people to want to root for Canelo. I'm fine with that, bro.
D-Ray, you dance. D-Ray,
Especially,
D-Ray, D-Ray, my
hold
brother.
on.
Hold on, my
Go
brother.
ahead.
You dancing. You ain't answering my question, though. You dancing right now.
I said it's a clout chase, bro. I mean,
So what is with it being a cloud chase? Is he being a sellout for sparring with Canelo with him cloud chasing this situation? From what you're saying,
I don't consider it a sellout, right? Because it is boxing. He is trying to get better. He is trying to allegedly earn some money or whatever, some notoriety and some fame with this, because if for every punch that Canelo land, but Boots is gonna get a tenth of the credit, bro. At least that's how he wanted to be. But go ahead, bro. So I
so
don't consider.
so Canelo calls Boost to get some work in, and you call it cloud chasing for
I
sparring
mean,
with Canelo for Boost getting some work in with
no.
Canelo.
I said he has not accomplished enough to be mentioned in the same sentence with those guys. I think he is
What does
very.
that have to
Wait,
do?
wait,
But what does that have to
hold on.
do? What does that
Wait, wait,
have to
wait,
do
wait,
with
wait,
him
wait,
sparring
bro. But I just want
Canelo?
to say this.
You speaking off of your opinion and off of your emotions. It sounds like, bro.
My
It's
emotion.
not
Hold on.
that.
Listen. What has he accomplished, bro? Tell me what he done, bro. As far as
What
I
does
know, listen.
what does
Hold on,
Boost
hold on, hold
what
on.
does
Hey,
what's Boost accomplishments have to do with him sparring with Canelo? That's what I'm trying to understand.
well, that's why I said it ain't a sellout move for me. I don't consider it that, but I'm not going to argue against somebody else being able to have an opinion of that. What I'm saying is Boots was known for ducking fights. He was known for needing tune-ups. And unlike Keith Thurman, he wanted two of them. And
What
so
does
if
that
KP
have
said
to
that he
do
wasn't
with
going to
him
pay for
sparring
that, I can't be
Canelo,
mad at
D.
him.
Ray? You dancing up here, man. You on some Bobby Brown shit, man. You are
You know,
dancing up here. You're not answering the questions. D-Ray, I think you understand who you talking to. You talking to me, bro. I ain't trying to be cocky or nothing, but I'm one of them, bro. You're not gonna be able to get the bullshit off over here. I'm just letting you know
no, but
that.
hey, but did I answer the question or not? I
No,
told
you
you.
dancing from the question. That's what you're doing.
No, I said it is not, in my opinion, a sellout move. However, he is trying to use it for clout because up until that point, bro, people was talking about him ducking fights. True or not true?
I'm
Radio
trying to
silent.
understand. I'm trying to understand what does this have to do with him sparring Canelo?
Bro, I said that he gonna get some good
I'm still trying to
experience.
figure that out. Anybody in the chat, y'all let me know if I'm bugging right now. I'm trying to
Cam
figure
J.
out what does Boots' accomplishments have to do with him sparring Canelo? I'm trying to understand that from D.
Cam,
Ray.
I'm
I
trying to
got it.
wrap my
Hey,
mind
hold
around
on,
this
hold on,
as
hold on,
well,
hold on,
bro.
fam.
I'm trying to
Hold
figure
on,
this
fam.
out.
Hey, hold on, fam. Well, let me just say
I'm
this.
trying to figure it out, bro.
Hey, can I get 15 seconds just to say this, bro? And then I'll be quiet and let y'all go ahead and dissect it up. Up until this point, bro, him sparring Canelo is his career highlight. He ain't got a fight that's even getting as much talk about, bro. I mean, look, for me, it was Karen, right? He fought him, what, 24 rounds? Come on, man. What is we talking about? We talking about a person who has not made it to that level yet, bro. I'm just saying that. I want to appreciate magnitude of the fight that we're gonna have in September, bro. Now, when Boots is gonna have a fight that's even a fraction of this importance, it's gonna be many Septembers from now, if at all, right? So I want to appreciate the one we got coming up, man. Hey man, thank you very much though for letting me
All right.
drop the bars.
D-Ray, man, I asked this question just so I can get some clarification here, so I get some clarity on what it is that you just said. So you telling me this dude went to go spar Canelo, took a photo with him, risked having his reputation questioned, risk being called a coon, or Uncle Tom, so on and so forth, to deflect from the fact that he was being framed as a duck. So he traded in one bad label for another, is basically what you're saying.
Now, hey, listen, fam. I don't know how
And
long.
McQueen, does he prove my point? And McQueen, is he proving my point?
No, I think I know what he's saying. He's just saying that the reason why
Be quiet about
that's like the
Zach.
biggest thing he did. So like he's just saying that Brian Canelo's the biggest thing that Boots has done in his career. That's
The biggest thing that he's done in his career. So it wasn't
Hey,
selling
hey,
out.
hey,
It wasn't
as far as
selling
talking
over
on YouTube,
15,000 tickets at Wells Fargo Center. That wasn't the
bro,
biggest
ain't
thing he's done in
nobody
his
talking
career.
about that fight. Ain't nobody talking about that fight, bro. I'm saying that he ain't got more clicks on that than he does this. Facts.
More clicks on that, but he sold over 15,000 tickets at
Salute
the
to
Wells
him, bro.
Fargo
I'm not
Center.
hating on him.
I'm not saying that you're hating. I'm not saying that you're hating.
You
I'm not
are.
saying that you're hating.
You are.
Hey. But hold on, fam. Hey, listen.
I'm just asking.
Hey, I just
a
want to say one more
genuine
thing,
question,
man.
bro.
Hating like a motherfucker. You just
Hey,
trying to
listen. I just.
that's some
Hey,
Ricky Bobby shit. Like,
it won't like it won't matter.
trying to say with all due respect.
Cam J, can I say something real quick, Cam J? Can I say something real quick, Cam J?
Go ahead, two
I,
cents.
I,
Then share more after.
I think that he just proved my point. I think that he just proved the point that I just tried to make, that Boots was a Doug. Boots ain't fought nobody. They said all of that. Then boom, he pop up with a picture of Canelo, right? Which means that all those other narratives would kind of be out the window, because it wouldn't make no sense for Boots to be everything y'all saying he is, but he's sparring Canelo, right? He came up here and said, Boots ain't did this. Boots ain't, he shouldn't even be. You get what I'm saying? Like, he just proved my point of all the things I said when I first came up here.
Right.
I mean, being a sparring partner doesn't mean you're not a duck, though. Too sad.
Y'all trying to shit on Boots sparring with Canelo in every fashion, bro. Whether it's a race thing, whether he ain't fought nobody, bro. Like, it's nasty work to see this in
Hasn't done
4K,
anything
bro.
in his career. Hasn't done anything in his
Like,
career.
it's just crazy, bro. Like, hey, Crush the Legend, man. What's good, bro?
Hey, salute to the panel, salute to the chat, man.
What's good, brother?
I just came to the conclusion because I'm listening to y'all cook. And the reality is that most of these people that are crying, they're too moist for the sport of boxing, man. Every time you turn around, you're just constantly crying about something. Like, what the fuck? I mean, what does it take to satisfy y'all? I think as fans, y'all asking for too damn much. I act like it's a relationship that somebody owe y'all something. At the end of the day, the reality is this, folks. You can dance around it all you want. But the fact is, it's their life. It's their career. They're gonna make the best decision for themselves. Not for you, not for me, not for one on this panel and no one on the chat. This is just fact. So there's no need to get your feelings and your blood pressure all boiled up. Because trust me, if I could come and check y'all blood pressure, oh my gosh, temperatures rising at a scary rate. Calm down before y'all have a heart attack. And they keep reaching as far to say that y'all come up with the nonsense and just going beyond what Bernie said, the bro code and all that. Man, get on out of here. I don't know when y'all started watching boxing, but that ain't never been a damn code. But y'all going to speak on code. Y'all the ones that ain't on code. Y'all all cold, out of order every single day, all damn day. That's y'all goddamn selves, man. Okay, we always going to get some fights that we ain't going to be with. Okay, we agree on a lot of it. Sometimes we disagree, but it ain't about if we agree or disagree. It's still they get the final say so. No matter what you do, no matter how much we bury these guys, however we want to call it, they still get the last say so. They still going to do what they want to do when they want to do it, who they want to do it with, and where. So stop losing your breath. Save some of that energy for a better, more meaningful debate that should be more focused on yourself and your career. I would love to see what type of moves y'all make. Y'all so damn critical. I can't be but so critical because I'm a fan and I'm just a fan. That's all I am. And I'm going to be that. I'm not going to be all this and all that, worrying about pockets, this, that, and other. Ain't none of you MFers millionaires. So y'all worrying about guys getting money. Y'all need to slow down. And a duck, that man ain't duck no goddamn body. Ain't nobody at 147 for that man to duck this whack ass division. Whack ass, ain't nobody up in there. Anytime motherfuckers talking about rolling with me, about everybody up there, you know there's something wrong. What's up, Pop?
You went to the Matrix real quick. Say that again. Bring it back like
Yeah, you started breaking up. I thought that was my damn AirPods. I said, damn, Apple done got me again.
Yeah, that's the chopper flying over
Yeah,
top
bring it back like a rap album.
What part, bro?
Like
the very last
10,
part.
Like the last 10, 15 seconds, yeah.
Basically, in a nutshell, man, listen. The man ain't no damn duck. Who is he to duck? Ain't nobody at 147 for that man to duck. Whack ass 147? And what we got right there, that man is ducking somebody? I haven't seen any evidence of this man ducking anybody. Just because fighters don't fight somebody when you want them to fight them, and with you having no receipts of a duck move even being existing, is just unnecessary to speak on. I mean, he's going to 154, 147. When did 147 become more dangerous than 154? I think the man is trying to get people something to talk about on the good side. But like I said, when he's ready to make his move, he's going to make it. So y'all got to relax, man. Y'all got to relax. That's all I got. Y'all doing too much. Y'all going to catch heart attacks and that. Relax.
Sure. Salute. Share more, man. What you got on this topic, my brother?
What's the talk about Boots' Canelo sparring?
Yeah, man. You got
Is it a problem?
They make, man. Some people saying that Boots ain't did shit and accomplished nothing for him to be sparring Canelo, man.
How fucking idiotic does that sound? How stupid does that sound? Who said that? Please point me to the motherfucker who said it. Who said that?
Well,
Kyron Davis. Kyron Davis spars Canelo. What has he done?
Rashidi Evans.
Do you even know who Kyron Davis is?
I know who Kyron Davis. Put the.
But most people don't. Most people don't.
Put the.
What about Lester Martinez? Most people don't.
Look, they go both Ellis boys sparring for years. Why the hell you think Canelo fight the way he fucking fight?
Come on, man. Stop it with the dumb shit. And here's the thing: when did we as boxing fans get so caught up with this sparring shit? Who cares who spars who? Who cares? What are you gonna do on Saturday night with the 8-ounce gloves on when the lights is hot? What you gonna do then?
Hey, sure,
that's what we should be worried about.
I thought it was a great strategy move for Canelo. Like, what the fuck was wrong with that? Like it's all books. You's a trader.
You know why it don't matter? I'm gonna tell you why it don't matter. I'm gonna tell you exactly why it don't matter. Because Boots can't fight for him.
Absolutely.
He can go get Boots to spar. He can go get Booster Spar. He can dig up Eddie Futch. He can go get Marvin out the grave. He can go get Mike McCallum. I don't care who he get. They can't fight for him, and it ain't gonna help him.
It go both ways,
My guy Breadman said something. My guy Breadman said something about the sparring might be too rough.
Man, look, hey, Ant, I'm gonna say it real slow, Ant. I don't care who he get. Go get Bivol. I don't care who you get. It's not gonna help me.
Yeah, I got something right here. I got something right here. So if Bivol was in camp sparring with Bud Crawford, what would people say?
Nothing.
Bivol's Russian. Bivol's a whole Russian, man.
Nothing. What the fuck that mean, hacker?
He don't have no code to stay to. His code's in Russia with Putin.
So Boost can't spar Canelo, but it's okay for Bivol to spar
If
Crawford.
Bivol fight better beef, maybe that'll make a question, but like doesn't make it nothing.
Man, look, that dude can go get whoever he wants to spar him. He can go get the whole Mexican national team if he wants to. I don't care.
Yeah, I
go
mean,
get
at
whoever
the
he
end of the day,
wants.
like they can spar whoever.
It ain't gonna help you.
Really
You're gonna get beat up regardless of who you get.
Like we don't know why the backlash is happening. We know why the backlash is happening.
All right, man. All right, let's switch gears, man. Let's switch gears real quick. All right. So, all right, the main topic, man. What matters more, the belts or the bag, man? And I got a couple videos I'm gonna play real quick. I'm gonna play the first one right here, so y'all can get a little emphasis right here. And this is one with a legend right here. Let me add my boy Crush back on.
For me, boxing didn't give me a life, it took my life. I actually died in a dressing room from a boxing match. I died. For 10 years, I didn't even make a fist anymore. I didn't run, I didn't exercise. I gave it all up. Never wanted to see a boxing ring again. But a profound event occurred in my life. I got broke. I had to go back into boxing to take care of my family. I had to box. Didn't like it at all. I had people I trusted. To a fault. People you trust, they really stole my money, wasted it, burned it out. Because I had so much trust, I didn't even examine them to see what was going on. I lost everything because of trusting people. But it was a wonderful thing to taste. I remember family members coming to visit my mom in Houston, Texas, knocking on the door. We shared our beds, pallets on the floor, our food. We shared everything, and it's not easy to get up one day and say, now I have a lot, and decide not to share. I was born sharing, and if the last dime I have in my pocket, I hope I share it on family and friends.
So,
yeah.
There you got emphasis right there of George Foreman saying like pretty much he lost he went flat broke and he said he had to go back to boxing and he didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't have no choice. He had to get to the bag, because he had nothing at the moment. You know what I mean? And I got another clip I want to play real quick. I'm gonna play this right here.
Because boxing, people love to see people get beat up, but they don't understand like the behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? People getting beat up and risking their lives, and they not making a lot of money. We ain't getting no health plan. We ain't got no health plans. Like, you get what I'm saying? Boxers don't got no 401k, no health benefits. You know what I'm saying? So if we go in there, you know what I'm saying, what we make is what we make. That's it for us. You know what I'm saying? Because boxing, people love.
So yeah, man. So like my man said, boxing ain't got no 401k and no health care plans, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go first with my boy Ant McQueen on this right here. Ant McQueen, what you think about the topic of what matters more, belts or the bag?
You better get that money, man. This is a job. This is a job. All that guts and glory, legacy stuff, that's for us, the fans. For the fighters, this is your damn job. Go get that money. Hopefully, you'll be in some super fights where the quote unquote legacy and money where they intersect. But ultimately, that's what it's about, yo. Because all these things cost. All these things cost. And we're not even just talking about their lives, but man, Michael Hunter did that itemized list of training camp and going through costs and spending over $100,000. So this is one of those businesses where you got to make money. You got to spend money to make money. Most of us, we go to our jobs, we show up, they pay us. That's it. You don't got to pay to go to work. I mean, outside of commuting, but these guys got a lot of costs that they incur every time
Can I
they
ask you a
fight.
question, Ant, real quick?
To defend your belts, you got to pay money. Anthony Joshua paid he paid over $1.5 million
Facts.
in sanctioning fees when he defended his belt versus Joseph Parker. I remember reading that article a couple years ago. I was like, that's crazy. 1.5 million just to defend your belts.
That's
I,
fucked up.
I think that's part of the reason Tank don't have a lot of those belts is part of it is a business decision, right? And he's expressed that before. And because you gotta think when you have those belts, you gotta pay all that money. They telling you who to fight. And when I'm the cash cow, I'm a main attraction. I don't want that type of obligation. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's part of the reason why he hasn't quote unquote unified or went undisputed or did all that shit yet. And it would make more sense if he do want to do that, that he possibly if he take the Jake Paul fight and then decide to go on a run, maybe that might be the best time to do that considering he's contemplating retirement. But I don't really know. But I could see, that's possibly why he don't want to fool with them belts like that. Because if he say he about his bread and he don't care about belts and all that, everybody want to romanticize it and make it be like, oh, he's scared, he this, he that. I don't really think that's what it is. Everybody entitled to their own 2 cents, but I just think it's a business decision because of what Ann McQueen just said. Because that's a lot of money for them.
It's not that, but I don't know if it's a lot of money, but you also get paid more when you're a champion. And when the more
You don't know if 1.5 million is a lot of money for somebody else to fight you for your belt, boxing hacker.
So you know about
that's just off the rip. Like he had to spend that. He had to spend that just off the rip to defend his belts.
More if you're a unified champion than you would if you're not a unified champion. So if you say money matters, then you still want more belts. They go hand in hand. But I wanted to ask you a question though.
What?
Yes.
Not necessarily.
Hacker, do you know the sanction? Hold on, Hacker. Do you know the sanctioning bodies are taking 3% of these fighters' pay when they fight every time they fight?
I'm aware.
So just imagine having 4 belts. They're taking 12% of your pay.
Yeah, but your purse also becomes bigger when you're a champion versus when you're not a champion.
Tank purse is bigger than all his contemporaries.
Yeah, but his purse would be even bigger if if he's a unified champion. We're talking about the individual. If Tank was a unified champion,
no, that's not how that fucking goes, Hacker. No, bro. Because say you're a fighter that's making. All right, this hypothetically, let's go ahead and say this. Say you a fighter that's making 1 million.
Sure.
And you're a champion. Say you're a champion. You put your bet on the line, and you made 1 million for the fight.
Yeah.
You gave 3% to the sanctioning bodies.
Okay.
Then you broke off your manager. You done broke off your coaches. You broke all of these people off that's on your team right there where you limited.
Don't forget about your taxes. If you live in the United States, forget about the 35%.
Yeah.
Fuck around. You come in under 100. You done fought and trained and did all of this shit, and you fought and defended your title for like $100,000 there near or less.
Nah, you're not gonna lose that much money. But here's the thing, right? So all the things you just named, the only thing that's added is the 3% of your sanction fees, right? Because if you're not a champion, you're still gonna do the same thing. You're still gonna pay taxes on your fight. You're still gonna pay all the people that helped you in the fight, your coaches, your nutritionists, all that. You're still gonna pay all that. The only thing that changes is the sanction fee for the belt, right? That's the only thing that changes. What I'm saying is that once you are a champion, and this reigns true from everybody, your purse is gonna be bigger versus when you're not a champion. There's nobody.
Hey, Devin Haney's purse wasn't bigger when he was about to fight Sandor Martin. They only offered 1.5 on the purse bid, so that's not true what you're saying.
If he didn't have a
That's
title,
not true in every situation, boxing hacker.
That's not true, Hacker.
Name the situation when it's not true.
He just named you Sandor Martin with Devin Haney.
Because Devin was a champion.
Devin Haney was the WBC 140-pound champion,
if he
And
was
his
still
ass
not a
went to
champion, the
purse
person would
bid
have
for
left.
Sandor Martin, and only one promotional company bid for the fight, and it was Top Rank because Sandor Martin was their fighter, and
Yes.
they only bid it for what 2.5 million.
Okay.
Devin
Okay.
was gonna get
Let's
1.5
take
out
it.
of the deal, and
Let's
he's
take
a
that.
champion.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah. Okay.
about Devin's expenses after
Okay. Okay.
1.5 million. You know Bill gonna take a chunk out of his shit.
Okay.
He got
Let's.
to pay his the
Okay.
rest of his
Listen,
team.
listen, one step at a
Then he
time.
got to pay the sanctioning fees.
Yes. Yes. We know this. Okay.
You
One step
you,
at a
you got
time.
hacker. You
Hold on.
don't think
One step.
logical with this shit,
Hold
bro.
on.
This shit is
Let me
mind
follow you
blowing.
real quick. Okay. You said Top Rank.
Like you can't be this naive.
Hold on. Let's just take your number. You said Top Rank put up 2.5 million, right, for the fight, correct? Now,
Yes.
do you not think they put into the fact that Devin Haney was a champion to even come up with that number? Don't you think they equated that into that factor? It's
They
part of
the only ones that bid for the fight.
Devin
Nobody
wasn't
was
a
challenging them
champion.
to bid for the fight.
If Devin
They
wasn't
put the
there,
money down what they thought the fight
if
was worth.
Devin wasn't a
If Devin,
champion,
if Devin was so called, what y'all Haney fans like to say, y'all like to call him the face of boxing, then he would have got
hold
the
on, because
fight would have bid it more.
people are going off the deep end real quick. The part of the reason why they even got 2.5 million is because it was a title fight. If there was no title on the line, the fight would have been worth less to them. You know that, right? Part of the reason they even got to 2.5 is because Devin was a champion. So what are we talking about?
Boxing
Go back to
hacker.
what I'm saying. If you're
He
a
was
champion,
a champion, and they wasn't paying him what he felt like he was valued and what he was getting before
I didn't
while
say
being a
yes,
champion.
that's true. That's true.
So
But what I'm
okay,
saying that
so my whole
2.5
point
million,
is just because
wait,
you're
the
a
2.5
champion.
million.
Hold on,
No,
boxing hacker. Let me
let's not do
respond.
that. The
Let me
2.5 million.
respond.
Part of the reason they got to 2.5 million, and
You're
McQueen,
not listening.
Hacker, you
because it was
debating
a
about hold
title
on,
fight.
Hacker, fuck all that. You debating about nothing right now.
It was a
Like,
title fight. It's part of
it's
the
a fact,
equation.
bro. You're debating. You're only debating this shit because you're a Haney fan right now,
No. It's
bro.
part of the
Like,
equation. There's no
that's
way in
what we're doing
history.
right now. Hold on, Hacker. I got two videos I want to show real quick while we on this topic, real quick. And then the first one is my dog. Is both of them is Scooter, but I'm gonna show this first one right
all
here.
the miles, but ready to put on a show on Pro Box September 5th. Shout out to North Street Promotions for putting me on the card, doing my thing. I'm ready to put on another dominant performance for the fans, my hometown crowd. Shark season for sure.
You're making your ring return Pro Box September 5th. Care First Arena. I know that a lot of people that's been in the ring with you, they've been getting knocked out left and right.
Yeah.
So do you think your opponent will be able to kind of take some of the punishment so that you can showcase a little bit more of your skills? Because you got a lot of fans that want to see what you're capable of doing, but it seems like your opponents can't get past the technical knockouts that you've been getting.
I don't know. I only know until I get in the ring. He's gonna be a great opponent. Definitely gonna be there to come to win. He definitely just came off a knockout, so he's definitely coming to win. But I've been working too hard, man. I've been doing this all my life. I don't go in there to play. If the knockout comes, it comes. If it doesn't, he's just gonna get beat up for 6 rounds. But at the end of the day, I'm in there to get you up out of there. So I'm sorry, fans. I love y'all, but y'all know my slogan, man. We don't get paid for overtime.
Yeah. Your last couple fights, you're not just going there bullying the guy. You're setting up shots, very technical. You're picking your shots together. You're overwhelming them with a lot of different shot selections. So, I guess a little bit of your style, what has created that type of versatility in your arsenal to allow yourself to not just do 1 or 2 punches that some fighters are continuously doing, but you mix it up?
Just my upbringing. I've been around a lot of fighters all my life. Been around Adrian Broner, Sean Porter, Devontae Tank Davis, Robert Easter. The list goes on and on. Also, Errol Spence. I've been around so many fighters and seen, what they do great and try to implement it into my game. And, I'm a pro fighter. I always had a pro style, so I like to set up my shots and set up the power shots to get knockouts. I think that's the best way of fighting. That's the cleaner style of fighting. So it's great to be able to try to model something and then actually go in and produce, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm happy.
I your perspective from someone who actually does it for a living, just what's your overall thoughts on it?
Well, first off, what people don't understand is that this fight been in the works before the Lamont Roach fight. I know this because I was personally there. I seen, stuff, seen both of them, in communications. So that's the first thing. But honestly, man, regardless, I'm a fighter period. So I understand that we don't have no pension, we don't have no boxing PA or no federation that's looking after us. It's only us. We're independent, entertainers. And when a fighter chooses to go for the money, if they reportedly it's 100 million, if it's not 100, if it's 50, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I feel like regardless, he's at the point in his career where he's talking about retirement and things like that. So if he's going for the money to go, okay, cool. If he was going to get, I don't know the numbers, but if he was going to get, say, 25 to 30 million to fight Lamont, but now he's getting 55 to 60 or 100 million to fight Jake Paul, like, math is math, man. Like, I would do the same thing. Like, math is math. It's still, it's like ABC 1, 2, 3, man. Like, at the end of the day, he can still fight this fight, still come back and fight all the guys that you wanted to see him fight. And I'm a fight fan myself. I love great fights, so of course I want to see him fight these guys as well. I'm not going against it, but you're not going to see me downing a fighter because he chose money. Like, after this is over, man, we don't have no pension, man. We don't have nobody looking out for us. After Tank retires and he's done and he can't throw a punch anymore, the boxing world not gonna care about Tank and how he paying his bills or how his kids eating or what's going. They're not gonna care about that. But he got to take care of his family. He got to get his family a new house, or he got to put his daughters through school and son through school and things like that. You know what I mean? And I don't think fans understand that. They don't look at it. They just want to see great fights. And I understand that y'all believe that we're gladiators. We are gladiators, but again, we're prize fighters. We fight for a prize. Floyd told all of us that. We are prize fighters. If we can get the most amount of money for putting our life on the line, cool. That's what we're supposed to do. Y'all, we're not going to sit here and act like it wasn't just a Korean or Japanese fighter that just died. You know what I'm saying? Recently. Like, he put his life on the line.
There was like 2 of them.
You know what I'm saying? And he might not even made $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So
his family's not even probably.
Come on, man. They can't even get compensated for him putting his life on the line and dying. You know what I'm saying? So a black man in America being able to make $100 million or 50, whatever, and just 60 to 100 years ago we were slaves and being traded off. Come on, man. I'm not gonna go against that. I'm not. You're not gonna hear me say nothing bad, and I don't care who it is. It's not just because it's Tank and I know him and I've been around him personally. If this was Shakur, if this was Lamont Roach, if this was anybody in boxing, I don't care. I'm happy the fact that Terrence Crawford is making his $100 million. You should get compensated like that. You putting your life on the line. You've been working all your life, busting your ass all your entire life for this dream. Yes, you should be compensated, and I'm not going to be mad at you because you are. And I'm not going to talk down on you because I'm a fighter. Because if you can get $100 million 10 years from now, maybe I can get $100 million. Maybe I can get $200 million. You never know. He gives us hope that this can happen for a younger fighter like me. So all them guys, these fans, and fans going to have their own opinion. I get it. Y'all want them to see him fight these guys, and he will. Or I hope he will. I don't know. I'm not him. But if y'all didn't know, if the ding dong, if y'all didn't know, like, he don't really give a, you know what I'm saying? He don't care. That's why he don't address y'all. He don't say nothing. Because again, y'all not paying his bills. Y'all don't help him fix none of his problems. So long as he get his money, he cool, and that's what he's doing clearly. So
So right there, man. Salute to my brother Scooter Davis, man. He fighting September 5th in DC on Pro Box TV, man. Next weekend, matter of fact. So it's gonna be lit for sure. So I'm gonna get y'all take on what he said right here, man. I'm gonna first go with let me go with Sheldon Moore. Sheldon, you there? All right. I don't know what Sheldon there. All right, let me go with T Hill. T Hill, you just came on. Are you there, Sheldon?
Trying to get there. I'm there.
Okay.
You can hear me?
Are you lagging a little bit?
Okay, how about now? Is that better?
Yeah, you sound a little
Is
better
that
now.
better?
Yeah.
Okay,
There you go.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
You literally went back on mute, bro.
You went back on mute. Oh, let
Yeah.
me go with T Hill then. T Hill, let me go ahead and go with T Hill. T Hill just came on.
Yeah, go ahead to T Hill because this shit is tripping on this phone. Go ahead, T Hill.
Okay.
Nah, you
Go ahead,
loud and
Tia.
clear now. It's just whenever TL get mentioned, that's when you come back to the fader, baby boy. So go on speed. I could be patient.
I got it. Look, Tank would be a zip damn fool to turn down $40 million for 7 or 8 to fight Lamont Roach. I don't give a damn nobody cares. He'd be a zip damn fool to turn it down. $40 million bags don't just come around every day. 50 million, whatever you get, that shit don't just come around every day. So he'll be a zip damn fool to turn it down. That shit might never come back your way again. Ever. This is enough money right here. With the money he's already made, he can leave. Or he can go fight Manny Pacquiao and make some more money. But how you gonna tell somebody not to make 30, 40, 50 million dollars? That don't even make no sense.
That's what I'm just saying in general, man. Like the belts, yeah, the belts. I think the belts is cool. Like when you coming into a game, like and you a professional fighter. I think it's good to get you belts because you use the belts as leverage for your next fight, and you build your brand with the belts. But no, a lot of people, they look at Floyd Mayweather the way he moved with it. Floyd was never undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd, he was the guy that was always on record saying, fuck all the undisputed shit, man. I'm about getting the bag. You know what I mean? Like, and he was always teaching, these guys to get generational wealth and get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who installed that shit in Tank for us, fuck the belts, get to the bag. You know what I mean? So everybody think about why like Tank has that attitude is because of Floyd in reality. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Because he's the one of the main people that sparked that whole conversation of fuck the belts, let's get to the bag.
hey,
But you
Cam,
know,
I just want to say this.
Go ahead, Smoke.
I'm gonna go next smoke session.
Yeah. Mike Tyson made $300 million. And then had to rebuild all of that back up. Just think about that. Not just Floyd. Like they said, Don King was charging them $300,000 a year for towels. Just like you got to pay attention. Once you like more money, more problems, man. So
That's exactly what Tyson said. He said when he went to jail, he was happy. And they was like, "What? You was happy?" He was like, "Yeah, I didn't have no more money." I was like, "Wow, that's pretty deep." And he was just saying how much stress having all that money and shit cost him, and how it was just fucking him up basically. And once he got locked up and all that shit slowed down and stopped, he was able to relax and enjoy himself.
you're responsible for so many people that like them old school sayings, like heavy the head that wears the crown. Shit, real man. You in charge of like everybody looking at you.
It's almost like, let me get this example. Whatever you're not, it's whatever you're not doing, right? We're gonna use that against you. Let's use Boots and let's use Tank, both for an example, right? You got Tank who say, forget the belts, I'm focused on my bread, I want to get in and get out. People criticizing him because he ain't fighting for the belts. He only focusing on money and this and that. And then you got Boots, who's focusing on the belts and this quote unquote legacy, unifying. He was trying to go undisputed at
Yeah.
47. What people say, he need names on his resume. It's the complete opposite. And it's like Boots told y'all what he wanted. He said he wanted to get the belts. Tank told y'all what he wanted. He said he wanted to get the bread. But y'all take the opposite of what their goals are and use it against them. I don't understand that. It's very strange because now you have an example where you got two fighters doing each of what y'all say y'all want the other one to do, but yet y'all still criticizing them. Floyd Mayweather fought for belts, y'all still criticize them. Like Tank is at the point I feel like y'all gonna criticize him no matter whatever he does, and
Well,
that's just what it is.
Boots is a little bit different though because Boots have some fights he kept taking, but he didn't take them right. So it's so weird that
All fighters got fights they could have took but didn't take them. Boxing
Yeah,
Hacker.
but I mean, if you want all the belts, why'd you leave the division? And then why aren't you fighting for a title?
Because he's too big for the division. Boxing Hacker, stop being.
Devin was.
Hey, Hacker, it's the
he
same
asked for the fight.
reason
They said
Devin
they wanted to
Haney
fight at 147.
dropped the belts to go to 140. The same reason.
What
It's
you
the
say?
same reason Devin Haney dropped the belts to go to 140 to fight
Right, but you're
Reese
saying if we're
Progress.
talking about what Boots did versus what he wanted, it seemed sort of opposite, right? Because he left the division and he's taking a tune-up. So for him to say that he wants all the belts, you would
Boxing Hacker, stop with that left the division shit. Because when Boost was at 147 pounds, people kept saying he a weight bully. He a this, he a that. Oh, Virgil want to fight him at 154. He should go to 154 pounds. He too big for 47. He need to move up. All the names at 154 pounds. And then as soon as he move up, what y'all say? The exact opposite of what he's doing. He should have stayed. I'm talking. He should have stayed at 47. He should have. He Doug Norman. He should have stayed at 47. He should have did it. Like every time the man do something, y'all say the opposite, and it's so obvious that there's an agenda.
I'm saying what he's saying. I'm saying what he's saying. What he did seemed a little bit opposite.
Let me say this, Hacker.
Because he left the division.
Let me hold on, Hacker.
He left the division. Not only did he leave the division, he left the division right after Brian Norman won the fight and called him out. So that the timing seemed a little like if you want all the belts and this finally the guy you wanted to fight, even though the fight fell through the first time, finally the guy you wanted to fight is calling you out. And you started a title and you want all the belts, fight him.
Because you should have fought me when I asked you the first time instead of trying to wait me out. That's why I ain't finna fight you and move up and go focus on what I'm doing.
Then you're going against what you said then.
No, I'm not going against what I'm saying because I can no longer fight in this weight class.
I'm going to drop my belts and go to another division. It's two different things.
Hacker, you act like you can't
I want all
critically think and use deductive reasoning. Boxing Hacker.
I'm saying it's true though, right?
No, it's not true what you're saying.
Okay.
It's not. You're leaving out parts. You're leaving out parts, Boxing Hacker. I'm not about to go back and forth with you. Go ahead. You got it.
He said, I want all the belts, right? He said that. I want all the belts. He had 2 belts. I want all the belts. He left the division and dropped the belts. Did those 2 things not happen?
Yes, Boxing Hacker, may I ask you these 2 questions?
Yeah.
How many fights does Jaron Ennis have? And then the other question I have for you is how long has he been campaigning at 147?
I don't know how many fights he has, actually.
Well, then you shouldn't even be opening your mouth.
What does that have to do with anything? I don't know how many fights he has. No.
It has everything to do with it. It has everything to do with 2 cents point.
No, so my point is still the same, right?
Intentions are one thing. Intentions are one thing.
Okay.
But the body has limits. At some point, much like I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been T. Hill that was just up here. The same way that Devin Haney had to eventually move on to 140 because the weight cut was becoming too arduous. It was too tall of a task to keep doing that, to keep depleting himself. Boots Ennis found himself in a similar position.
When
the man has 34 fights and he turned pro. Hold on, Boxing Hacker. He has 34 fights under his belt, 34 of them, and he turned pro in 2016. So what does that mean? That means he's been campaigning at the same weight for 9 years.
Okay.
He is 28 years old.
Okay.
Making 147 is no longer comfortable for him. He couldn't get the fights that he wanted that would have aided him in accomplishing his goal in a timely fashion. So instead of trying to kill himself, Brian Norman Jr. is tied up, right? Does he not have a fight in November? After what's his name? After Boots unified versus Stanionis, did this man not have a fight already lined up?
Yeah, but we're talking about right before that, right? Okay, I like what you just said, and let me ask you a question, right? Do you remember when Boots the last time he said they were trying to negotiate a fight with Brian Norman?
No, and aside from that, let me ask you one more question. Do you think it was realistic that he was going to get a fight in the near future with Mario Barrios?
Who?
Okay, hold on, wait.
Jaron Ennis.
Hold on, wait.
No, because Barrios.
Hold on, Boxing Hacker. You got to answer the first 2 questions. You ain't answering either one of them.
He answered the questions. He said he had 34 fights. What are you talking about?
Okay, so did you answer the second question?
He's been there since he said 9 years. He answered both of his questions.
And you still don't get.
Yeah, so nothing. What I said doesn't change. I said that what he said is contradicting himself, right? He said they wanted titles, but he left the division, right? And I understand what you're saying that he was the division.
So are you?
Like
So are
Devin.
you just gonna completely gloss over and not
No, I'm not. I'm
address
not.
why he left the
I'm gonna hit
division?
your point. I'm gonna
He
hit your
didn't
point,
just
man.
leave the division just willfully.
Yeah, just like
He
Devin. Yeah,
got
you're
to a
right.
point where he was depleted. So what
Yes,
the hell was he supposed to do? Stay around
exactly.
and
I
be
agree.
emaciated and be a
I
shell of
agree. But
himself?
here's the problem. Here's the
Why
problem, brother.
Devin leave 140?
Why
Here's
does
the
it have?
problem.
Why does
Before he
it have
left,
to be a problem, Boxing Hacker? Why does
here's the
there
problem.
have to be a
Here's the
problem?
problem. I'm gonna tell you. Before he left that division, he was trying to make a fight with Brian Norman that same year. Do you remember? And Brian Norman said, "Do you yes or no?" Right? He was trying to make the fight with Brian Norman that same year. The same year that he leaves the division, saying that he can't make the weight no more. He was trying to make the fight. So how are you gonna make the fight if you were gonna leave the division because you can't make the weight? You
It's
see how
very
that?
it's very simple. It's very
Yeah.
simple. If we go back to November of 2024 when he rematched Karen, what did he say? I think it might be time to go up to 154.
Yes.
Stan Jonas, he made a deal. They
Yes.
got the fight done in April.
Yes.
According to Eddie Hearn, and me personally, I don't like to do the he say, she say, he said this on Fight Hype interview, yada yada yada. And then out of Brian Norman Sr.'s own mouth, they said that they were reached out to, but
Yes.
these guys said no, we do not want to negotiate because we have a fight lined up with Jin Sasaki.
Yeah.
So
They'll look
being
into it
uncertain,
afterwards.
hold on.
Yeah.
Being uncertain that it was a guarantee that he would be getting the fight with the Normans, said, listen, I'm already struggling. I can't sit around and wait for something that is not a sure thing. Let me just move on to
Here.
154. And if he's been campaigning there
Yeah.
for 9 years, damn near
Yeah.
30 years old, what is he, 28 years old now? 34 fights. What is the issue with him moving on? And then also,
So,
if his goal was to be undisputed, and
Yeah.
you've already acknowledged that the likelihood of him getting a fight with Mario Barrios is more of a pipe dream than something realistic,
Yeah.
what is the issue with moving on?
So here's what I'm saying again, right? At the time, right before that, he was trying to negotiate the fight with Brian Norman. The same year. Now remember one thing: fighters cut weight for a fight, right? They rehydrate, they go around afterwards, they go back to their training weight, right? So he's not like 147 right there. He's not killing himself at that moment when he's trying to negotiate a fight. He tried to negotiate a fight. Brian Norman Sr. and Brian Norman said they will look at that fight after their Jin Sasaki fight. The same year. Right? The same year. I have no problem. I get it because Devin did the same thing. Devin will stay at the division.
Well, if you get it, then that's it.
But here's the problem.
There is no problem. If you get it, there is no problem. You either get it or there's a problem. We can't straddle the fence here. Either you get it, either you get
There's
it.
a problem. If you knew you were too big for the weight class, why are you negotiating the fight? Why?
Because clearly the man thought that there was a possibility that he could do it one more time. Hold on. But once the man says out of his mouth, we can revisit this however many weeks from now, it's like, listen, I'm not going to sit around. It's either yes or no right now. It was a no, and it was they were well within their right to say no, because what do they have lined up? A fight with Devin Haney in November.
It looked funny. And Devin called out Boots before he even called out Brian Norman, right? Like, it looks funny because at the end of the day, like,
what looks funny, and to that point, so the man was moving on to 154, right? So what happened with Devin Haney, Boxer Hacker?
He's not going to be in the division because you can't.
What he say? What he say? We don't want to do it at 152. We don't want to do it at the catchweight. We don't want to do it at the catchweight.
Champion.
No. What happened with Devin Haney? The man asked you what happened with Devin Haney. So what happened with Devin Haney?
Devin wanted to fight 147. Boots wanted to make it 152.
52. So what does that suggest to you, Boxing Hacker?
It doesn't make sense for Devin to go at 147.
No, I'm not asking you whether or not it makes sense for Devin Haney. He's well within his rights to say no or negotiate or whatever the case may be. But I'm asking you, if Boots is wanted at 152, what does that suggest to you?
Right. I get what you're trying to say. It suggests that he had a problem with 147, right? I get that.
And he was looking to move on. And what's wrong with that?
The only, like I said, my only quarrel with it is that he tried to make a fight at 147 before he did that. And nothing changed for him. that year. Like he didn't have another fight, and then
Yeah, something did change. There was no guarantee. There was no guarantee. I guarantee more than likely, if they would have said to this man, "We will do it now," then he probably would have had another fight at 147, even much to his own detriment.
It looked like he was still the 147 champion as soon as he left. I mean, I think he should have. I don't know if you were gonna make the fight that year, like you could have still made that fight.
Boxing Hacker, it's more reasonable to believe. Boxing Hacker, is it more reasonable to believe that Boots ducked, or is it more reasonable to believe that since he 30 fights in at a weight class 9 years, he should probably move up? Because Earl Spence was also at a weight class too long, and when he got in the fight and got his ass whooped and was weight drained, everybody said how he should have moved up.
I don't know if I think it was outskilled that fight, but
just answer the question.
Good try though, Tucson. I saw he tried to slip that in there. No, Crawford.
He probably was weight drained.
Let me say this right here.
And he was at the weight class 12 years, Boxing Hacker.
Yeah,
and you seen how Boots was in that picture with Canelo. You seen how big he was. And I looked at him in that picture and thought, how was he making 147 pounds? He is huge.
I get it, guys, but my argument is, like I say, he wanted to be undisputed, right? He had 2 belts, and he had the opportunity to make it. And
don't repeat the same stupid shit you already said, Boxing Hacker.
I get what the argument makes sense.
Yo, he gonna try to negotiate to make a fight that's gonna give him a belt more so than he gonna do to give him a fight with Devin Haney.
And then check this though, Hacker. This is my thing. The man Boots was trying. Barrios, you knew after he beat Stanionis, you knew PBC wasn't going to feed him Barrios after that. We knew that, and that's just logical thinking. And then with B. Norman, of course, that whole shit didn't go down. It is what it is. Nobody ain't about to sit there and wait for them guys. And then a lot of boxing fans was the ones that was saying Boots need to move up to 154. So now that he's moved up to 154, people get complaints about it. And then on top of that, everybody wanted Boots to go up and fight an immediate champion when all of the champions wasn't available for him when he moved up to 154 anyway in the first place. So like that's what I'm saying. Like everybody's giving flack for Boots. Yeah, he's fighting Lima. He put out a list of names that they offer guys, and these guys didn't take the offers. And motherfuckers are saying Boots is ducking motherfuckers when he already claimed himself that he signed for Virgil, and now you got Virgil was trying to fight Xander, and then he done stole Lubin from Bakram because Lubin was supposed to fight Bakram in the IBF mandatory. You know what I mean? And now he fighting Lubin. You know what I'm saying? So, and this guy, Virgil Ortiz, he's the same. Him and his team, they the same ones that was saying that shit. Oh, we gonna fight a bigger name than Boots ever would be in boxing, which they was talking about Keith Thurman, and they didn't get that fight. So, the thing is with Boots, if Virgil is on the horizon for a top of 2026, then everybody shouldn't care about the situation with him fighting Lima coming October the 11th. In reality,
I hear you guys, but here's like I said, like we hold Boots to a different. I guess I don't know. I guess
I mean, this the thing. You gotta think. Your boy fought at a catchweight. Your boy fought at a catchweight, moving up from 140, and he fought Jose Ramirez, a washed-up motherfucker.
Yeah, but he's a 147 fighting champion now.
Like he took a tune-up, so it's okay for Devin to take a tune-up at a catchweight. But motherfuckers can't take a tune-up at 154 on their first fight.
Devin took a lot of damage since his last fight won. And every official division Devin went to, he fought a champion. 140 fought. The first fight he had at 140 was with a champion. The first fight he had at 147 was with a champion.
But you know, Boots fight with Lima is a WBA title eliminator, right?
Huh?
Like that fight with Lima is a WBA title eliminator. So. And then on top of that, he's number 2. He top 5. He top 5 in 3 of the sanctioned bodies. So
but he can fight. He can fight a champion too, though. Right?
A title shot is inevitable for him very soon. You know what I'm saying? As long as he get through Lima.
I think if you're a champion, you have priority. You can get title fights just you being a champion in lower division, right? Isn't that how that works?
Where you at?
Like if I'm a champion in 130. I can get a title fight at 135. Vibe to go through Eliminator.
That's what you want to call it, man.
I mean, that's how boxing works.
That's
Right? Am
what
I
you want
lying?
to call it. I was gonna say y'all can't have y'all. That's what I'm saying. Some of us boxing
I mean,
fans, we get
I'm
to the
not saying
point
what you
where
guys are saying is
we
wrong,
had
bro.
too
I'm
many
not even calling
double
Boots is dumb.
standards, bro. It be too many double standards. It's
No,
okay
this
for this
the
fighter to
problem is
do
the
this, but this
standard that
fighter
we
can't
hold
do
Boots
that and
to.
everything. And we got to get rid of that shit, man.
No, the
Like
problem
for
is the
real.
standard we hold Boots to, guys. That's the thing. People hold Boots as a long time we've been looking
Yeah,
at
they
Boots as a
hold
boogeyman.
y'all hold a lot of fans hold Boots to a higher standard than they
Yeah,
holding the
so
other
the
fighters, and
expectation
that's
is
not
different.
fair, bro.
The
Every
expectation is
fighter should
different.
get the same fair fucking treatment, though.
The expectation is different. Like Crawford was undisputed at 147, 154. He fought a champion directly. Like that's the standard we hold Boots to. You understand? Because we look at Boots as somebody who might dethrone Crawford, so we hold him at that same regard. So like to say that he won't get criticism because he's not fighting a champion. Of course, he's gonna get criticism for it. And could he have made the fight with Brian Norman? I would rather him stay at 147 fight Brian Norman. If you were going to make that fight anyway, why not?
Boots is a guy that said he was 30-40% fighting at 147 his last couple fights, bro.
Okay, then why even try to make the fight for him in the first place? If you knew you were wagering
Because
for the Karen fight,
he was
here's
trying
the
to
problem.
become
If you know you're
undisputed,
wagering for the
man.
Karen fight, why am I trying to make a fight again at
Nobody. If
147?
I try to make a fight with a person and then they bullshitting around and then I come back around the second time and try to make a fight with them and then they still bullshitting, then what the fuck I'm gonna keep trying to make a fight with them for? I'm gonna move on.
I don't know. I what's interesting. Brian Norman Senior came on. I forget what channel it was on. Oh, Claymore Range channel. He explained it from a different perspective. It sort of made me look at it differently. I don't know if it was really Brian Norman's team that was really BSing. Based on what they were saying. If what they were saying rings true, I don't know if it was really BSing at that point. Because they wanted to make a fight.
Record.
Here's the problem. They wanted to make that fight.
The first time around when they was talking about fighting,
yes,
they was talking like the Normans. They was talking about fighting in between the fight that they had already lined up at that time. You know what I mean? So that made the second time around look super bad because y'all telling them like, oh well, we ain't trying to negotiate this fight until after we done with this fight. But y'all was negotiating the first fight when y'all had a fight lined up at that time too. So that made that shit look shaky right there.
Here's the thing about that negotiation, right? So the Norman's team said they would take it at a certain price. I forget what the price was, or they'll take it if it was outside of Philly, right?
Yeah.
So they said that, right? One thing that Brian Norman Sr. said yesterday, he said that we said that they said we priced ourselves out, but the title fight that Boots went into, it was for the same who he for Stanionis, right? Stanionis got the money that Brian Norman Sr. asked for, and it was outside Philly. You see how that works? So Boots' team ended up fighting Stanionis for the same thing that Brian Norman's team was asking for. Both ways. Both money value and both being outside Philly.
Yeah, I mean shit, but then Stanionis
so like they
took the offer though.
So then it looks funny. I can't just say it was like Brian Norman's team. Like, because prior to that, people were saying like, "Oh, it was the most you ever made." Blah blah blah. Just take the fight. Blah blah blah. The referee, and if we're to say that, then how are you giving Stanionis, who I think is a little bit less popular than Brian Norman, more money and give him a different location? If you could do that for Stanionis, why couldn't you do that for Brian Norman? So it looks weird.
If they got off because they wanted a little bit more than what they wanted. That was the thing.
No. So Stanionis got exactly what they asked for.
Like, bro, well, this is the thing. Which is I understand the math and far as like these fighters, far as like what they getting paid and what they got to pay out and all of that. I understand that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in this game, sometimes you got to take fucking chances. You gotta take chances. One thing I know about the situation with situation, particularly with the Norman and Boots, which is I ain't been talking about them because honestly they're not about to fucking fight now. So it's really no point of really talking about these two individuals mixed together for real, in my opinion, for myself. But as far as that in particular, I don't think Top Rank was ever trying to really make that fight for real. I mean, they mentioned and said it publicly that they
I
were,
mean,
but they
you gotta call
actions
that
were
bluff,
saying a
man.
whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
gotta call that bluff. Like if they ask for this and you give them this and say no, you say,
you
well,
gotta understand that motherfucking Top Rank move a certain way with their champions, bro. Like they move away. Like Xander Zayas, for example. Like with him, with his whole negotiations with fucking Virgil. Like that whole shit. Xander kept making it known that I want to fight in Puerto Rico. The reason why he is saying that is because of the fact that Top Rank always gives their fighter that becomes a champion a
right.
hometown fight when they become champion. That's the reason why they do that. So they're gonna build, and Xander's young, so they're gonna build around him fighting some fights and defending his titles and winning, and and build him up and everything so he can look good going into those bigger fights with the top guys at 154. That's how they move, bro.
Yeah.
Like the promotional companies move strategic with the fighters, bro,
I
to
I
be
hear
able
that,
to make
Cam.
money and profit off of them and build from there and make them
But
into a star.
but Cam, I
That's
hear that.
what
But
they
here's what I
do.
said before. Like it just looks like prior to like hearing Brian Norman Sear talk, I was with you. I was like, at the end of the day, you're gonna end up fighting somebody for way less, way less. And why don't you take this fight now? Like it sort of looked like you were ducking. Like, I don't know, they didn't want the fight. But like I said, I heard from the Norman's side of the story. And I have to say, they too
I
had
can
a
tell you right
point.
now. I know the Normans ain't scared of boots. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
everybody move.
I don't think
Everybody's
I
gonna
think
make
negotiations
strategic
fell
moves
through.
in their careers. You know what I'm saying?
I think
That's
negotiations
all I'm
fell
gonna
through.
say. I don't
Like,
say I don't say motherfucking the Normans. They ain't scared of
yeah,
boots.
I don't think
Boots
they're
ain't
scared.
scared of them. None of that shit. It's just the timing right now ain't good for that
Yeah.
fight in
I don't
particular right
think
now.
after hearing Brian Norris, I think like it depends how you look at it. Like I can literally understand them saying like, we asked for this, you said no to us, but then you give somebody else the same thing, the same exact price, and you have outside of Philly. Remember, Brian Norris said, "Hey, we will take that fight either for this price or outside of Philly, where you don't have hometown advantage." That's what Brian Norman. That was what Brian Norman Sr. said, right? And he gave Stan Owens both of those, So like I can see where now it looks like who's really playing? Is it really the Normans playing games? How do you have money? You don't have money for us, but you can give it to somebody else who's probably less popular than us. Like it's more of it'll be a bigger fight if you fight Norman versus Boots.
And you won't know why that happened because
Why?
Stanionis was already trying to fight Stanionis beforehand, and they was hesitant on this shit. You know what I mean? And PBC like shit. Let's go ahead and cash Stanionis ass out. Let's go ahead
Yeah,
and
but
get him that bag. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but
That's just how that shit went for us.
but
That shit.
here's
Yeah, I'm
but
about to go ahead and get off of here, bro.
okay,
Shit, I'm
salute,
here. I'm
brother.
gonna see you.
Yeah, salute to
All
you,
right.
Cam J.
All right, bet, bro.
All right, bro.
Yeah. So y'all already know people's man. As far as my opinion, man, as far as what matters more, man, the fucking bag, man. Fighters get to the bag, man. Like motherfucker said, it ain't no 401k, ain't no health care, none of that. Get to the bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Get belts in the process, though, for sure. Get belts to build your brand and build upon, the bag, etc. But always get to the bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all putting y'all life on the line out there, so get to the bag, man. So y'all already know. Appreciate everybody today, man, for sure. This was another great one for sure. You already know we'll be back live Friday. I'll let y'all know what time I'll be live Friday. And you already know the vibes, man. Hit the like button if y'all watch this on the playback. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed, man. And the cook up has been real, man. And we out of here.